back to the Trading Show. My name is David. I'll be your host today. Surviving on hope here, baby. Oh, we're halfway. It's Monday, beginning of a fabulous week. I'm joined by the Zen Master, JP.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, everyone all around the world. Zen Master JP here. I survive on what? On patience. I love it. I'm ready for a patient day to make me rich slowly.
And he survives on melons.
Yeah. Honeydew.
We also got my boy, Big Rob Jordan. What's up, Big Rob?
Yola!
Survived somehow.
Made it.
These are great, by the way. These are excellent. You know, JP, I was watching a stream last night. You know, you were moisturizing internally.
Yes.
So you were cooking on both sides of the aisle. You were long, and then you were short AVE. You're making money on both. I threw a Tao call in the Discord. That one was doing very well. And so we like to open every show by kind of doing a quick overview of what are we coming into the show with in terms of positions. I have 2 open positions. Well, 3. Number 1 is this Tao position that I put into the Discord. Man, what an entry looked like we got, right? We had a big move up here. We had the Sammy special on the 1-hour time frame on Bitcoin. As you can see here, crossing above the 200, tapped that 21. It was looking really good. And then Tao decided to roll over, do a little head and shoulders. And now we're probably going to get clapped out. But this is a very high... low risk to high reward trade. I think it was 50 for 350. So a 7-to-1 trade on a Tao long. I have a SWE long open on breakout that's been open for, I believe, 4 or 5 days. So that's more of a macro trade. And then we also have a Venice long open on TX flow. And so that's what I'm coming in to the show with today. What about you, JP? Any positions you got open?
Yeah. I got positions open. I got that ALGO position open. That I got my stop loss at 0. So I mean, pretty hard to lose this one, I guess. But it is down $6 at the moment. Bonk is clapping. What's going on with Bonk? Getting clapped on Bonk right now.
You're longing Bonk?
Yeah, we were logging Bonk on a freaking weekly? That was the D-Gen play. Yeah, D-Gen play.
That's wild.
Apparently, I'm long on Bonk, still in the play right now, down 100% on the ROI. Beautiful. And then looks like I got some claps overnight, man. XRP, clap me out. Clap me, Laura. Clap me out. Damn. The sad part is this was like a winning trade, like if you took profit quick, right? Anybody took profit quick on XRP because it did get a pump, but we've seen some volatility this morning, right? Lots of volatility. And LTC is clapping. Here you go, 50%. Clap me, Laura. Clap me out.
2 claps, huh?
Yeah, clap me out. Yeah, clap me out overnight. A lot of volatility overnight, my friends. Yeah, and that's all I got for now. I think I took profit on Venice on a higher time frame. I'll have to check that out and log into my other account. But yeah, clap. Let's start in the morning with claps. Okay.
Rob, I don't want to ask you what trade you have open. What trade did you just open?
I'm glad you asked. I just went long on Bitcoin.
Hey.
How do I know? Every time. You
know what? I'm liking it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see. I might reevaluate, but just position long. I like it.
Long and he likes it.
That's right.
Very nice. Very nice. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I just want to announce here a couple things. Number 1, Breakout's doing a 24-hour discount of 24%. So take a look at this. This is a 50K turbo account for only $136 if you use our code. There's a link in the description. If you want to swap over to 90-10 profit split instead of 80-20, it's 164 instead of 136. And so theoretically, you can spend $136 if you pass your evaluation. You now have a fully funded 50K account. Okay? So we talk about high risk or low risk, high reward. This is about as low risk as you can get for a very, very high reward. And so if you've been trying to test the waters or you wanted to try out a prop firm, there's no bigger name in the space than Breakout, backed by Kraken. So if you want to do that, it's only for 24 hours. It ends in, I think, like 18 hours or 16 hours, something like that. So use the link in the description and it'll automatically apply the discount code for you. Thank you very much. Let's look at crypto bubbles and we'll take a look at some macro stuff. and also some fundamental stuff as well. 1 hour crypto bubbles. Algorand actually up. You're long on Algorand, you said, right?
Yeah.
Wow, one of the few up that's up on the hour. Zero, which should be going to zero anytime here. That's at 2.1% in the green. Can Network, pretty flat. And then Audera. Feel like this is it's gearing up to give us another Siren 2.0. Or what was the other one that just complete Lab? We'd see big swings on the 1 hour, and then ultimately it just completely collapsed and died. Never to be seen again. Only sometimes here and there. And then, do you, JP? I know I text you this year. Or I think I've asked both of you. Do you guys remember when I was looking at Token Terminal? There was a Avalanche ecosystem coin that that was like had skyrocketed on fees and revenue.
Sure, yeah.
And it was Banky. I don't know if the chat remembers. Chat, do you guys remember that? Well, look at what Banky's done over the last 7 days. Just go look at yourself. It was up like 70% in a day. And so I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pay a little more attention to that. Maybe that's where we find some fundamental divergences with technicals on some of these altcoins. And as I pull this up, we'll get into more detail, but we'll definitely take a look at Sky, formerly known as MakerDAO. This has been up here actually for about the last 3 times that I've seen this. I've seen it up here in number 1 with a massive rise in revenue. And every time I've gone to the chart, I've seen nothing. But we saw the same thing with Banky. And that thing rallied 70%. Can we maybe find something that's very low risk, extremely high reward, in hopes of technicals catching up to fundamentals? Because revenue at the end of the day is what drives token value, unless it's a complete Ponzi. With that being said, we'll get into all that. We'll get into we'll take a look at some traditional assets, see if we can pull some trades on the stock market. Maybe we short Tesla for fun. I don't know, like Tim Walls out of Minnesota. But first, I'm going to send it over to JP to do a top-down analysis on Bitcoin. Thank you.
All right, let's look at it. Let's take a look at the macro, folks. And we just had a weekly candle close yesterday. Yes, we did. A weekly candle close for BTC. Was it bullish? Was it bearish? Was it monkish?
It was bullshit.
Bong, bong. I call it monkish to bullish. It's a green candle. It did close above of resistance, the 9 MA, and we're still above it. And interesting to note that we're still above the 200 as well. As long as we're above the 200 on the weekly, I am a bullish on BTC's bullish potential on the macro, the weekly time frame, low Stokes. It looks like there's a lot of potential energy to the upside. All right. But now we have a new candle, a brand new weekly candle, 6 days and 8 hours left. And it's going to want to manipulate one way or the other, the opposite way of the way it chooses in the end, likely. Now we have a red candle. It's a bearish engulfing candle at the moment. We'll see how low this wants to go and test. Does it test the 9 MA again? Will it test the 200? There's a clap gap here as well on the weekly. We're nearing the bottom of the clap gap, 64,323. The top of the gap, 66,754. I would say the weekly just being monkish right now. Being monkish, trying to figure it out. Not below support, so somewhat bullish, but mostly bullish potential, right, on that weekly time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. We had a daily candle close yesterday. I covered it as well as I do every single day, and that one I call bullish. That's just straight bullish. The daily candle was a bullish close. It respected support. It was an expansive green candle. And now we have a red candle coming in that went higher. It went higher than the previous candle, and now it may actually go lower, making it a bearish engulfing candle, potentially on the daily. But the Stokes have been resetting, and money flow is green. Is this going to be a mini head and shoulder here? Just taking a look at this. There's a shoulder, a head, and a little right shoulder right there. Small head and shoulder on the daily time frame, probably more defined on a smaller time frame. But I can certainly see that. Interesting. All right, let's take a look at that 4 hour. Here we go, 4 hour time frame. You know my alignment, baby. 4 hours, the setup time frame. And there is that head and shoulder again. I can definitely see the head and shoulder is not perfect at all, but it definitely gives the vibes. There you go. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, head and shoulder, 4-hour time frame. Had a move up, but an aggressive move down. Now struggling at the 21 and may go lower, may go to 64,000 if this trajectory continues. We got the money flow green. You got a sell signal on market cipher B. VWAP crossing bearishly here. Interesting. Taking a look here at that 4-hour time frame. This thing is definitely an uptrend, but is it starting to make a megaphone? Megaphone calls from volatility, big moves to the upside and big moves to the downside. Definitely an uptrend on the 4-hour. But does it get more volatile and shake folks out? All right, let's go down the time frame. Let's go down to the 30-minute. Here we go, 30-minute time frame. Lost to 200 MA. Had a head and shoulder of its own there. You see that head and shoulder of its own there? It played out in full. And now are we in a local land of the wicked? That's right, forbidden land of the wicked, where only the wicks exist, right? The wicks exist down here. Will it get a bounce, or is this bearish consolidation and acceptance into a lower range? This is very important right here. This could change the daily narrative depending on what BTC does down here. Very low momentum, but VWAP coming up. I like the way the VWAP looks for a bullish move there. Creeping up, about to give the bullish cross, and maybe keep this area the land of the wicks, right? All right, let's go down to the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute looks a lot like bearish consolidation, I got to say. I'm seeing some hidden bearish divergence. The stochastics coming up while price is going sideways. I'm seeing this type of consolidation right here. Call it a bear pennant, call it a descending triangle, whatever you want to call it. It's bearish consolidation on the 5-minute time frame below the 200 MA. Sell signal, market cipher B. That looks awfully bearish, guys, I got to say, on a small time frame. Let's look at the 1 minute. Here we go. 1 minute time frame. Final time frame for you. Going sideways, not doing much, but losing momentum at the same time. That's how you fall, my friends. That is how you fall. All right. That's your top-down analysis. Still makes me want to be potentially bullish on the weekly, but you got to understand that there's some weakness on the 4-hour. The 4-hour failed to put in a new high, and now it may be rolling over and lose the support. We know the small time frames are bearish right now. Basically 15-minute and down, all in bearish consolidation in the short term. So mixed bag, still potentially bullish, but definitely looking bearish on some time frames here. Let's take a look at the liquidity heat map, shall we? 5-minute. There's that bearish consolidation, and look at all that hot stuff to the downside, man. Damn, red liquidity. 63,652 could bring you all the way down to what? 60,000 and under. That's a lot of liquidity to the downside. 58,000, 54,000, all in the cards. We also got some hot stuff to the upside. Local liquidity, 65,799. How about this bright red band of 68,700? And that could bring you all the way up to 75,000. And then, of course, we have the 85,000 level, very hot red in the distance. And as far as those auto clappers are short at the moment. Short, 4 out of 10 certainty. Auto clappers short. As far as the casino, if you want to know what the casino is doing, it looks like we are in that demand zone, just barely touching the demand zone there. Loading up our packages and maybe ready to make a move to the supply zone. Go ahead and turn this up. Turn up the stimulation. We're on a pull to the downside. Sorry, pull to the upside. Pull to the upside after a bearish condition. Shortly after a bullish condition. Back and forth in the casino. Look, bullish condition, pump, and then bearish condition, dump. Just wrecking both sides here. And now we're bearishly consolidating right above the demand zone with a possible reversal. So throwing you all types of loops here. 24 trades per minute is what I'm seeing. Just 24 trades per minute on the lower volume side. 1 minute through the 5-minute, bearish. 10-minute through the 4-hour, bullish. 6-hour to the 1 day, a bearish, my friends. Casino in that demand zone. And the final metric, the Bitcoin battlefield. Here we go. battlefield is how are we looking? How are we looking? Who's winning? The Bears in control here. It's looking like the Bears are in control at the moment on the battlefield. Yeah, pushing those Bulls back. Embarrassing them. Right? This is embarrassing.
Bulls is quitting, bro. No fight.
Yeah, no morale. The troops are losing their sense of morale here, man.
Maybe it's the Bulls are like Conor McGregor, man. Maybe they tore an ACL.
Okay, well, do they fight back after that or no?
They try, but ultimately they fall, and the ref calls the match. That's it. Game over.
All right, yeah. Bulls looking a little bit sad there in the battlefield, I got to say. And we're looking at like bearish consolidation on the 5-minute. I'm seeing a lot of bear, except for the weekly, man. Like, seriously.
So what are you trying to say? Robin the stupid for getting too long?
So, the one conflict I have is that I do generally look for longs in the demand zone, right? Demand zone, buy longs in the demand zone, and then deliver them to the supply zone, sell in the supply zone. For scalping purposes, I definitely understand trying to attempt the long, but I don't know, man. I need that multi-time frame nexus, man.
Real quick, that that very last bearish condition, is that on the left side of the chart? Like as in it's on the move up or it's on the move down?
This bearish condition right here.
Yeah. That's
the move down.
Got it. Okay.
That's right there. You see that orange like candle? It was called on that candle.
Got it. Okay.
And this green one was called on this white one, I guess, right there. That must be the colors they use. See right here, orange candle.
Yeah. Remember, guys, we have FOMC on Wednesday. FOMC Wednesday, and so let's take a peek at what the CME is figuring for. What is the Fed going to do? New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh's second. Oh wow. 65-35. 65% believe they're going to hold the rates, and 35% believe they're going to raise the rates. Usually, this close to the FOMC meeting, there's more clarity. There's usually 90% plus on one side. Usually 99% on one side, and market not necessarily split, but 35% believe there's going to be a rate hike. Everyone thought we were going to come into rate cuts with the new FOMC chair. Obviously, he doesn't really care what Trump is saying. Well, we'll see if he actually hikes rates. Interesting to see what Trump's going to say. He did put Jerome Powell in as well, and then he started talking crap about Jerome Powell. And Kevin Warsh obviously was nominated by President Trump, and so if he goes against what he wants, we'll see how Trump reacts. Probably be I don't know what it'll probably be, but anyways.
No, I've been seeing a lot of the same stuff on since we started this top here. And so the reoccurring theme is that you fall down, you do a big rounded bottom and then a little one. More recently we've been doing these cup and handles, traditional ones. So this is not exactly it, but just wanted to show you that from 125, big rounded bottom, then a little smaller rounded, and then we sell off, right? The next spill off that we had, similar stuff, right? So this was when we lost 100,000, right? So we went from 100,000, we dropped down to 81,000. So here you had another rounded bottom, right? This one isn't a perfect cup, but same thing. You come in, you put in a low, and you kind of climb back up, right? This one's a little bit more volatile than the other ones, but ultimately, this you're gonna keep seeing this pattern play out. Now the interesting part is that when we get down in here, you're just doing these. When you look on the this is on the 4 hour, but you look at the daily, you can just see that they're all bear flags, right? Just bear flag after bear flag after bear flag. But to get back into what is just reoccurring, and so you round out, handle, then you chop up and to the right, right? Higher lows, higher highs, and then ultimately you spill off. But every time this happens, we go through the same thing over and over again. And so round it out, handle, then you consolidate upwards, and then you sell off. And then the same thing happened here again. This was back in February when we went down to sub 70K, right? Rounded out, handle. Then we did this, consolidate up and to the right. Then we sold off. And then here we are again. Now this one's our most latest move. You got rounded out, smaller cup, smaller handle there, smaller rounding out. You do a handle. Now this handle isn't a cup and handle, but ultimately you kind of chop down and then you consolidate upwards. So where does that leave us? It leaves us, if history repeats itself, we should consolidate up and to the right a little bit more, right? We should fill this pattern out. So what I'm estimating is that if history plays out again, as it did 3 times before, we should see price land around 65 to 72,000, chop around there, with the price getting closer and closer to 70,000 and potentially getting above it. But if history plays itself, we should see a big sell-off to the downside, the same way that we've seen it time and time again. Now, how low would that be? We've dropped some numbers before, but it's likely to be sub 50,000. But until that happens, I do think that we're going to chop up and to the right. And so, you can see it here. Only thing I would say is that this is getting a little bit more extended, which is, as you can see, these here, pretty steep, right? Steep drop, with upward momentum. This one, these last couple ones are getting more extended, right? So people are willing to buy and trade here at these lower levels. So at some point it'll get exhausted, but I do think that there is likely to get one more drop. And if you go way back to the previous 2 cycles, you typically see this before the bear market is over. So just kind of giving you a macro perspective on cycle to cycle and kind of where we're at. So if this were to play out, you're looking at consolidation at 50K for quite some time. And then we bump up to 65, probably later this year, and then back up into the new bull market.
Nice.
STRVCT said, they gave a $2 super chat, said, David, any thoughts on an AVAX short to $4 to $5 range? It's funny you brought up AVAX. I was looking at Token Terminal and I'm like, okay, why is their daily active users up 2,100%, but it is nowhere to be found on the revenue and on the fee side? So just a common sense question. What would you equate that to? Usage is exploding, but revenue and fees aren't rising. What would you say the answer to that question is? Why such a discrepancy? Cue the crickets.
I don't know, man. You're the macro guy, man. You're the fundamental guy. Come on, break it down.
I know.
I've seen these big ass green candles.
It's an exercise, man.
Take a look at this.
Oh, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Hey,
nice. Look at them candles right there.
I love that.
Your boy looking juicy right now. Oh, up $100. I'm just gonna close that. Why not? We're gonna start with a win.
Hey,
made $112. Thank you.
Nice dub.
Cash it in. Gracias.
There you go.
Who's calling me stupid for longing? Who was it?
I don't know. Who was it?
No one.
I love it.
All right. So, anyways, what you got, Rob?
Bro, I just went through a 10-minute analysis on the macro, and I closed out a long for profit. What else do you want me to do?
I don't know. Look at something else.
What else do you want? What do you want from him?
I gave you analysis, and I made money.
Wow. End the show. It's over. Rob made money, and he gave it an analysis.
No, but you're asking me, what else? What else? What else?
Anyways, so what I look at in terms of Avalanche and why its users are up, but the revenue's down. So it could be one of two things. Number one, the fees are extremely low. An upgrade happened and the fees got cut by 80%, 90%, which I don't think has happened. I didn't see anything that happened. Well, the other thing is it's just non-revenue generating transactions. Someone moving money back and forth, no one really using any dApps or whatever. And so that would be, I would guess on the latter. I'm going to get back to this chart here in a second, but to answer your question in terms of Avalanche and whether a short is a good play, let's take a peek at an Avalanche chart real quick. There we go. AVAX. So he said a short to the $4 to $5 range. So let's take a peek here on Avalanche. So this is Avalanche on the daily. See if we can draw any good looking lines here. A little bit of a pennant here, a bear pennant, so to say, on AVAX. Coming off a fresh green dot, though, on the daily. So very interesting here. V-shaped recovery on the momentum wave, green dot, and then it just sputtered. It sputtered and it fell. I know a monthly candle closure is coming. Look at the last two times we had a... Look at these candles. Very interesting here. 3 back-to-back-to-back doji candles, spinning top candles, and then a big spill off. Are we going to see more of the same on AVAX? I don't know. But to me, let's see if there's any...
Bro, if you can successfully long Avalanche, like, put you in the Hall of Fame.
Let's see if there's any divergence here on AVAX.
That crap is like, look at the long opportunities historically. It's so few and far between. You got to like time bottoms and tops, man. It's tough, dude. The bounces are few and far between and short-lived.
So interesting here. We'll see if, so I'm looking at this low here. That's from 2023. And if this in fact is a low, you have some high time frame, at the very least, you have Class B bullish divergence, but that's assuming that this is an actual low. Here's what the weekly looks like. The weekly looks more the same with the daily, even a cleaner bear pennant. See the daily, right? We couldn't. Let me get rid of some of these brush strokes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of those. Beautiful. So we can't really fit this low here, right? And then it'll look all wonky. When you go to the weekly, it looks even cleaner, a cleaner bear pennant. And this would, and I think your target STRCVC, STR, I think V, the targeted move is down to $3. So you're not too far off from the $45 expected spill off if that's really what you're targeting. And so macro Avalanche looks fairly bearish. Okay. Let's see if the any lower time frames we can see any sort of relief here on Avalanche. Here is the 12-hour time frame on AVAX. Look at all those blood diamonds, and one can argue these haven't really played out. This is on the 12-hour. You've had 3 blood diamonds, right? You have 4 blood diamonds, 3 in the last 11 days. Okay, because these are 12-hour candles that we can argue have not played out yet. Okay, we just rotated the bottom of the range, formed a little bit of a local bottom, and then pushed to the top of the range, and then now we're looking like we're rotating to the bottom end, back to the bottom end of the range. Stokes high, RSI coming down, and looks like we're about to get a short trigger wave here on market cipher A as VWAP is about to cross below that 0 line. 10-hour probably going to show us the red dot. Yep, there it is. There's that red dot on the 10-hour time frame on Avalanche. And so right off the rip, if I am doing anything on Avalanche, I'm looking for a potential short. Here's the 8-hour. 8-hour seeing a little bit of bounce off the 21 MA, coming off a printed red dot. 10-hour has not officially printed yet. There's still 3.5 hours left for that candle to close for anything to be confirmed. A little bit of divergence between the RSI and the Stokes. Stokes pointing down, are not curving up just yet, if they will. And the RSI has curved. So it has put in at least a local bottom, and it's seen a push up as price starts to try to reclaim the high volume POC area at around $6.65. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame here. Flag, but a red X on a green candle. That's usually never a good sign, unless this thing just completely blows the roof off in the next 3.5 hours and closes this 4-hour candle enough of a green to where this red X will go in. I think that number is going to be above $6.74. Here's a 2-hour time frame. Lost to 21. Already got rejected in there once, but caught support at the 200 MA after getting wicked below the 50. So some potential, but man, this looks like a top to me though. This is a double top here on AVAX. It looked like a flag that was breaking out, and then it broke out and then just fell right back into the pattern. Lost to 21, came back, retested, lost it again, bounced off of the 200 MA. Here's a 1-hour time frame. A little bit of a morning star pattern on the 1 hour coming off some hidden bear div. We're kind of in no man's land, right? We're not at the top end of the range to short to the bottom, and we're not at the bottom to rotate back to the top. And so we're in no man's land. And so what do you do in no man's land? You do nothing. You do nothing. Double green dot on the 30-minute time frame. So the low time frames tell me we could potentially see another rally up to that top end of the range, which would take us to $6.84. To me, it's not worth any sort of micro scalp for a long, but I'd be interested in shorting the weekly. But I mean, this looks very bearish to me.
Damn.
And again, this is a move down to the high $3 range, $3.70 or so. And so if you want to trade, my friend, what I do is I'd wait to see what this weekly does. You might be waiting a few days, maybe a couple weeks. But if this weekly breaks, let's call it $6.41, and we can get a candle close and a retest open on a weekly, a rejection, then I would get into a short here on AVAX. But nothing I'm seeing in terms of a trade setup right now on Avalanche. And the other thing I want to take a look at was Sky. So Sky, formerly known as MakerDAO, here is what the 2-hour looks like. Okay, we have a little bull div on the 2-hour here, these lows. Let me expand this out just a little bit. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at these two lows here, right? So we have equal lows on price. And we have a much higher low on the RSI. And going back to Token Terminal, look at revenue, look at fees. Over the last 7 days, fees are up 2,800%. In congruence and confluence with the revenue, obviously up 2,800% again, 31.2 million. By far the number one gainer in revenue. Not really showing up on the daily active users or the weekly or the monthly active users. So we have the reverse of what Avalanche is doing, right? Avalanche seeing a massive uptick in daily active users, but no uptick in fees. MakerDAO Sky is doing the complete opposite. I mean, you look at the price, when you look at price action, this looks very bearish, right? This looks very bearish, but some bull div on the 2-hour, at least Class B bull div on the 2-hour. Is this worth a long? I was sketching out a trade here. I was like, okay, what if this thing does what Banky did, right? We saw a massive mismatch in fundamentals and technicals, and this thing rallied 70 some odd %. This was an inverse head and shoulders that you can argue already played out. Now we're kind of bear flagging, right? Or at least bear penanting right below the 200 MA on the 4-hour. But I'm jostling between whether it's worth a shot to try to get into a long here and try to front run a potential technical catch up to the fundamental play here. And so the trade setup I'm looking at is to get in on a limit last order, to have our stop below 515, which is below these lows here. By the way, it's a 2-hour time frame, right? Would be hiding our stops below these two lows, okay? Around 51.5. And we're going to, TP would be up to, I think there was a couple of highs here on the daily. Right here, 8483. And so let me just drop a horizontal line here. Let me actually expand this out. Let's move this up. Let's drop a horizontal line. That's a horizontal array. We want a horizontal line.
All right.
8483. So it's something like this. Okay. So resistance, resistance, resistance. If we do get a massive push up and we do see, technicals catch up to the fundamentals, we could see a rally up there. And that would be a, what is that? 7 divided by 36, a little more than a 5-to-1 trade setup. You can risk 72 bucks to make 366. Is it worth a shot? Maybe. I'm kind of torn on this one, but yeah. Anyways, I'll come back to this one. Maybe I'll maybe I'll make this a trade alert, a very risky trade alert. See if they can do what Banky did. But yeah, so that's what I got for Sky. Also, people were asking for hype. JP, you want to look at Hyperliquid?
Sure. But also BTC above the 200 MA here and now flagging on the 1 minute time frame. Just waiting for that 21 to catch up, give us the special, and maybe off the Fahala. We'll see. Okay, let's pull up a Hyperliquid. Very liquid. Okay, let's see. Daily time frame. Put it into perspective. Bearish engulfing candle on the daily currently. That's pretty bearish. Red money flow on the daily, but with a green dot. So the trend is red, but ebb to the upside, right? Ebb and flow. Ebb to the upside. Let's go down to the 4 hour time frame. Take a look. 4 hour. It was like a staircase up, right? A slow pump up and then a quick dump. All that time, just lost it all with one candle. Gave it all back. A rejection at the POC and at the super trend on the 4 hour. Rejection. 30-minute time frame. There's a closer look at that rejection. Is there opportunity in Hyperliquid? There may be. That's extended price to the downside very quickly. Will it just make a V-shaped recovery and continue about its day? It could. It surely could. You got a green dot now, and you got that VWAP crossing bullishly on the 30-minute time frame. Here's the 5 minute. 5 minute is trending down to potentially break up. There's some bull div there. Bullish divergence on the 5 minute. Heavy red money flow. The trend is down, my friends. But the money flow flipping back and forth on the 1 minute and attempting to make that recovery. We'll see if Hyperliquid has what it takes to get out of the dumps, because it is bearish on these smaller time frames. All right. The most opportunity I'm seeing on Hyperliquid is maybe on that what was it? It's that one time frame with that green dot. Yeah, maybe on that 30-minute. Maybe on a 30-minute, but it is catching a falling knife. That thing is a steep downfall there, but trending down to potentially break up just as aggressively as it broke down. Green dot, technically still green money flow on the 30-minute time frame. Hyperliquid. All right, BTC flagging is flagging, baby. It's flagging. And I got a trade alert.
What you got?
What is he doing? What's the monk man doing?
Trade alert.
I don't even know what the trade is.
What's the monk man doing?
Time to blindly follow JP. Send City
Clap Daddy's
Crypto.
back.
New trade alert.
Trade an avalanche?
Fuck.
Okay, give me my dollars back.
Give me my dollars back. What is he doing? I'm going long on Avalanche, man. What's this guy doing? Going long on Avalanche.
Please.
Entries
Please.
around now.
Lord, help him.
6.1.
Give him the courage to make it through the TP.
Entry right now, my friends. 6.6. I can't even say. 6.61 looks like right around now. The entry, a stop loss at 6.46, 6.465, and a TP up at 7.07. That's right. A long on Avalanche, AVAX. Monkman, what do you see? Like, what are you doing? Why do you want a long Avalanche, man? I mean, it is a bit extended there. I like that little 200 touch. That would have been a better entry down there, right? Definitely. But I like it. Let's see if it respects the 200 here on the 30-minute time frame. You know, maybe it does something like this, continues to make its way up, another flag. You know, something like that can happen. That's what I'm seeing on Avalanche. It looks bullish. That looks bullish to me on a 30-minute. Does it require BTC to cooperate? I think so. I think it does require BTC to cooperate, but I see some cooperation so far for BTC. We do have a flag on the 1 minute. Can we get that Sammy special going and actually start to pump things? Just be careful, guys. It is a Monday, right? Markets back open, manipulative Monday. They like to send things down before they send it up before they send it down. Well, they already sent it down. It's time to send it up, baby. Okay, so we'll see, man.
Maybe not for Avalanche, but
anything else, right? Ah. Oh, God. Arrow looks good. I got an Arrow trade still open, too.
Yeah, I was looking at the Aerodrome chart, too.
We zoom out. There we go. Arrow looking pretty good.
Look at the 1 hour on Arrow.
1 hour. Yeah, look at that. Look at that special.
Look at that.
Yeah, that thing is about to get, dramatic to the upside.
It's just got a big green candle right now, so I don't know if it's the best entry point at this exact moment.
Yeah, agree.
So I was looking at it, but I don't want to pull the trigger just yet.
Well, I'm in since last night. This is one of the few that did not clap me out last night. Got to be careful putting in those trades Sunday night, man. Either take profit quick or put that stop loss in the break even. Amen.
Venice looks like this, but without the very recent breakout. Take a look at Venice on the 4 hour.
Okay, let me see. Do I got to put in a Venice trade? See VVV.
Oh no, that was my chart.
1 second. I'm gonna put it in right here. VVV. Venice. Ooh. Look at that 1 hour.
Yeah, and now look at the 4.
Nice retracement. Not too bad. Is there a fib level here to give us some extra confluence? Fib retracement. Take it from the bottom to the top. Call it a 618 golden pocket. I like it. Okay. I see something that could happen here. I mean, could this just be a bearish retest of the 21 and come down lower? Maybe touch the 200 on the 4 hour? Absolutely. That can happen. But it does look interesting. Let me pull it up in trading view. VVV. Venice has been pretty freaking bullish overall. Ooh, look at the 30. The 30's ready.
Yeah.
The 30's ready on Venice. Yeah, I'm going to put that in. On Venice. Yeah, the 30 minute. I like that. I like that all. I like that a lot. Could it clap me? Absolutely. But bring on the clapping, baby. Yeah, I like Venice on the 30 minute. I'm going to put in another trade here. Ooh. I'm breaking. What the hell did I just do? Look at my chart. I just doubled the chart. What just happened?
you just quadrupled the chart.
Control Z. I can't undo it. I clapped my chart. What is that? What mode did I just go to? Okay. Whoa, I went to like 4 chart mode. Are you kidding me?
You got a chart inside of a chart inside of a chart.
Okay, I think I'm back. No, I'm not back to normal. All right. Awesome, man.
You should be able to just close out the
extra ones here, right? That is so weird, man.
It's the chart inception.
That is so weird. Well, I guess I just got 2 extra charts here, man. I'll just put that down low for now. Go to 30-minute time frame. I'm gonna take a long on Venice here. So I guess this is another trade alert here. Run it, Laura.
Yeah, I should like this one, so I won't take $1 back this time.
Trade inbound.
Yeah, I'm in it as well.
Attention. Trade alert.
Jeez.
High probability setup found. Time to blindly follow JP. Send City Crypto. New trade alert. This is not financial.
All right, I'm looking at a stop loss at 12.713, a TP at 14.7719. Let's see what the risk and the reward looks like. Okay, 120 for about 600. Sounds right. Sounds like about a 1-to-6 risk reward ratio here. Okay, 107 for 513. So maybe a 5 something, 1 to 5. Not bad. I like the risk. All right, let's go ahead and get into the trade. All right, I'm now in the trade, I think. Yeah, I'm in the trade.
So this is based off of what?
It's just extended to the downside in the 30-minute. It's still an uptrend, technically. We did take out this low, but it's still a bigger uptrend. Just playing a 200 bounce on a 30-minute time frame. That's all.
Okay.
That is all it is. You got to be aware of this potential bearish cross coming, though. There's that 9 MA. It's the most insignificant cross, I would say. But the 9 MA is coming down and may bearishly cross the 200. Just be aware of that. But we got plenty of time to prevent the 21 and the 50 from crossing bearishly. But it just looks like it's at the bottom of the range. That's all. Bottom of the range on like a 30-minute. So call it like, you know, a scalp, you know, a swing scalp, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I like it. Green dot, low stochastics, low RSI. You got that VWAP coming up on a 30-minute time frame using that dynamic support, 200 MA on the 30-minute. Venice has been paying the bills, I got to say. So let's see if this wants to continue. All right, BTC flagging on the 1 minute now, testing the 200. The 21 not giving it a response. No Sammy special yet. But you never know. There could be a delayed special, or this thing could lose the yellow line and start to actually get bearish here. We'll see. This is the chance. BTC trying to reclaim that level. All right, here's the battlefield. If you guys are interested, it looks like the Bulls have won. Time to wrap it up.
Go home, Bears.
The Bulls have won, and it's time to reset. Time to reset the battlefield. Here we go. All right, Bears pushing back now. Bears pushing back, trying to show the Bulls who's boss. All right, and if you care, here is the casino. Pull to the upside, but is the demand rolling over now? Is the demand rolling over? We got green Hakanashi candles, but a red one coming in now. 39 trades per minute, 39 trades per minute, 1 minute to the 5 minute. Bearish at the moment. Still on the pull to the downside, but after a possible reversal in the demand zone, price coming up with a pull to the upside, but starting to lose steam is what it looks like. All right, what else are we looking at, folks?
I got so I enjoy being said. Am I able to follow your account on BitUnix? Just wondering, never use those features. I'm assuming he's talking about a copy trade.
The copy account you can. Absolutely.
Yeah, just use the link in the description. And then you'll be able to find it. Yeah, I think you have to be part of our ref system to be get on the copy trading.
Yes. Yeah. Step one, become get under our referral link. Okay. Sign up for BitUnix under our referral link. If you haven't done that, you can send me an email and I can help you out with that. I'll bring up that email right now, very briefly. And here we go. JP at Sin City Podcast with S.com. Make it big, baby. JP at Sin City Podcast with S.com. If you're interested in the copy trading access. All right, BTC losing the 200 now on a 1 minute time frame, but still in range. Got low Stokes. Let's see what happens. Is there a reaction? Does it just continue to fall?
Pump.fun looks very shortable on the 30-minute. I'm looking at Pump.fun here on the 30-minute. You got some pretty heavy bear div here on Pump. Let me just squeeze this down real quick. Squeeze this up, and then we can see it even clear here. Look at the divergence there. Look at these highs. So this made a high to high, 7% higher high, and the RSI made a 13% lower high. Looking to rotate to the top end of the range here on Pump.fun. And so I'd be interested in a short here on Pump. You just got to figure out what levels. Ideally, you would wait for a rotation to the top, back to the top of the range to see. It kind of looks like we maybe put in a local double bottom here. It is fighting with the 21 MA on the 15-minute time frame on Pump.fun. Let's see if we were to, what would this look like? If we were to get into a short now, hide our stop above our trend line here, and take this thing down. What are we on the 10-minute? Let's see if we can find any volume nodes or any gaps here on the medium. Okay, so you got one here right around the 50. I like where the 200 one is though. Here's the 1 hour time frame. If we do something like this, 2 to 1, that's not enough. So nothing confirmed yet on pump, but I'd be interested to see what price does here, and I'd love to get a rotation, maybe not to the top. Maybe this becomes a kind of a double top, and if we keep our TP level the same, right? I think it was a 2 hour we're using. No, the 1 hour. It's a 1 hour, 200 MA and the 50 MA, right? The 50 is about to cross the 200 right now. Some heavy bear div on the 30 minute. If we were to use that level on the 1 hour, and if we were to get some sort of a rotation and back to at least this high here, put in a double top on a wick, keep our stop where it is, above the pattern, above the last candle high here, we'd be looking at a 1 to 5.5 risk reward ratio. But I think getting into it now would be a little premature. But this is on my watch list of potential shorts here. Obviously, especially if Bitcoin decides to spill off, and then we just got a green dot printed on the 30 minute. 2 minutes left for the candle to close. So it looks like that rotation is going to happen, at least for now. And I'll be looking to short this thing up here. Nothing I want to put in a limit order, but definitely something I'm going to set an alert. We'll do a price crossing up. We'll leave that there. Bam. So we set a trade alert on TradingView here on Pump.Fun at around 2.183 cents. And we'll be looking to short this thing. We can take a peek at some traditional assets. Let's take a look at these sectors here. Tech taking a beating today. I was looking at the groups on FinViz. Look at the daily performance. Tech, the second biggest loser after energy, down 1.65% on the day. On the week, it is down 1.64%. And on the 1 month, it is down 3.63%. As you can see here, if we go to the maps here, here's your tech stock. Here's your tech sector. Looks like AMD is kind of leading the way here, down 7.5%. On the 24 hours, NVIDIA down 5%. Comms are up. Consumer electronics are up, including Apple. We can take a peek at some more traditional assets and see if we can catch any potential scalp opportunities on BTCC. And then let me pull up the triple Q. Do I have the triple Q? Yep, there it is. All right, here's the triple Q. The NASDAQ wrapped in an ETF. Here is the daily time frame. Right there at the 100-day moving average on the NASDAQ ETF, the triple Q. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Ooh, yellow X on the 4-hour. Interesting. Okay. Stokes pointing up. Fresh red dot. Money flow in the red.
Damn.
But this marked the bottom last time we got this. See if there's any divergence here. Nothing on market cipher A. We're looking at I guess we're looking at this low. This low here to if this is in fact a low. If the NASDAQ can get any sort of a push, this would be bullish divergence, but that's making a massive assumption. And that massive assumption is that where price is right now is a local bottom, which we have no evidence showing us that it in fact is. Lower time frames, 30 minute. Looks pretty bear flaggy. Maybe a little more of a megaphone to the downside. You can call that equal tops. I guess it's more of a channel if you exclude the wicks. Either way, it's bearish consolidation. Here's the 15-minute time frame. Another lot of yellow X's, man. 30-minute yellow X, 15-minute yellow X. I think it was a daily. No, there was a 4-hour yellow X. Anyways, there's a 4-hour, there's a 6-hour yellow X. Here's the 5-minute time frame. Or is this a low time frame ascending triangle? This would have to be a low though. And I don't know if it is, but to me, the NASDAQ looks very bearish. Had a pretty big spill off this morning. I think was this the open? No, that was not the, was it the open? 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. How do you change to the electronic hours?
It's right there. See, it's an ETH.
Yeah.
There you go. See, regular and electronic. There you go. So regular is the regular hours, electronic are those future hours.
The 24-hour?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, NASDAQ looks like it just wants to keep spilling here. Will it catch a bottom? Maybe. Fresh red dot coming off of the high here. Or rotation to the top end of the range. And then we can look at the 1 minute time frame here on NASDAQ. NASDAQ looks very bearish.
Yeah, it sure does.
And here is a 1 minute. And it broke this pattern. And it wants to keep dumping. Yeah, the NASDAQ is dumping. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's dumping. Venice is dumping.
Look at the NASDAQ on a daily, man. It's breaking daily lows, man.
Damn, look at this 1 minute. This thing is about to lose it.
Consolidation. The NASDAQ is about to fall through a clap gap, man, on the macro. Well, not here. Let me bring it up. NASDAQ. Yeah, daily. Look, we're putting in new lows in the daily. See what I'm saying? Broke that major low right there. Now you got a whole clap gap to fall through. Now, this is not the QQQ, but this is the NASDAQ index, and 26,626 is what I'm seeing could be a potential low, a major support level for it if it drops more. But I look
seeing a lot of volatility in Bitcoin on the shorter time frames. On the 1 minute, saw Bitcoin go to 64,930 to 64.7 and dropping. So that's some big downside movement right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Be careful, guys.
Very clappy.
Be careful with the longs.
Yeah, seriously, it looks shaky. It definitely looks shaky. The thing is, it's weird because like some of these like 30-minute to 1 hour is still technically an uptrend to me. Although it did just break a local low. You know, local lows are subjective when it comes to a bigger trend. And for example, like the 5 hour still looks like an uptrend for what I'm looking at Venice right here. And it's definitely enticing, right? It's wanting you to long it. Come on, Monk Master, long me, but get clapped. You know, we'll see. I'm standing by my trades. You know, I've used decent risk management. So, hey, whatever way it goes, it goes. But, yeah, we did leave that demand zone and on our way to the supply zone so far. But it could just be a turnaround, right? Another trip back down to the demand zone. We'll see what happens. BTC.
Looking at the macro screener here on FinViz. And I'm trying to find what's oversold, what's overbought. Let's do that. Let's see what we come up with. Wow, look at how oversold Tesla is. Damn.
Dang.
Okay, here's what I was looking for. I'd be interested in potentially shorting the triple Q here if we get a bearish retest. Here's a 5 minute. You know what? Let's go ahead and just front run the short here. Let's see what that looks like. Above our volume node there. And then let's see what this measured move would bring us down to on the triple Q. $1 to 13. Damn.
Nice.
What if we drag this up here? That's still a 4.5 to 1. All right, call the trade alert. I'm gonna try to front run this bearish bounce here on the Nasdaq on the 5 minute. We're gonna put this one in. We're gonna put this one in on BTCC on the 5 minute.
Sin City Crypto.
So here are the numbers. We are going to enter in at 678.19. So we're going to limit order 678.19. Wait, that's not right. Okay, let's just draw this out here because Okay, there we go. 679.42. So 679.42. Set TP stop loss. That's entry actually. There we go. Stop loss up here above those two highs. And our TP, we're going to take the full measure move. And I got to hurry up because I think this thing is going to. TP down here. So let's see what that would look like. We're on cross 20x.
What does it look like?
Let's see. Open short. No, advanced. Why is it doing that? TP 662. Stop loss 683. Okay, so TP 662.05. Wait, what? 683, what is that? So this would be a little more than a 4-to-1. But this is, we need to bump these numbers up. These are some rookie numbers, man. What?
What?
Was that you getting a trade?
Cruising for a clapping. Yeah, I'll let you finish though.
Okay. All right, there it is. Risking 11 to make 52. So almost a 5-to-1 here. And also this would be a bearish retest of the 9MA as well. And so looking to front run a NASDAQ bearish retest of this bear pennant as the 5-minute has officially broken with our stop above these two highs here. And so there it is. There's a trade alert. NASDAQ triple Q short. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Love it.
Yeah. You know what? Can we put this on? What trade did you get into?
I'm doing a speculative BTC trade long on a 1-minute time frame. I'm saying that we're still in range of that Sammy special. Haven't lost it yet. It's a flag above the 200. Very tight stop right here, 64,714. May clap me quick, but risking very little. Stop loss at 64,714 and a TP is 65,642. Entered around now. I'll just say be careful, man. Don't be full porting. Don't be going crazy here. I'm risking $20 to make 120 here. So don't be going too insane. Understand the environment. The environment is clappy.
What do you think about that the NASDAQ trade?
I think you got the direction right. I like it. Will it play out? I mean, likely. I mean, what is the trend? The trend is your friend. I mean, you're making the trend your friend, right?
Yeah, trend's down.
The trend is your friend.
I think I'm gonna put this in on
nice little M pattern.
Yeah, let's see what this looks like on. Let's see what this looks like on TX Flow. By the way, if you guys are looking for a DEX, TX Flow is the one we're using, and they're actually doing they're doing like a bonus. So if you trade, I think the highest reward is $300 in USDC, and I think the number there is 4 million in trading volume. Also, you'll be earning their points retroactively. Okay. So this one is max 10x. Let's see what this looks like. Just out of curiosity. $20 for 80. Low risk. Good reward. We'll see if that fills. So we got that one on there. And then I don't think it hasn't hit on BTCC. Oh, fuck. Did I just miss the entry? No, it's creeping back up again. Anyways, we had I got a list here. So someone said ADA. People are asking for ADA.
Okay.
Do one of you want to look at ADA?
Sure.
And then the other one was Tau. Robin, do you want to look at Tau?
Yeah, that's good.
And then I will see if I can find something on the stock screener here. I'll look at Tesla. Let's see if Tesla gives us any potential opportunity here. Let's go stocks, Tesla. Also, if there's anything you guys want to take a look at, please throw it in the chat. We're taking requests, actively taking requests. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Who wants to go first? Let's see.
I can go first.
All right.
So here's Tesla on the daily. And someone said SpaceX is getting beat to shit too. Let me look at SpaceX first, and then we'll go back to Tesla. So here's SpaceX. Yeah, look at that. If you bought the IPO, I'm very sorry. I think we're on. At least I was on the show saying IPOs are not.
You know what I've been saying about it, man. I ain't touching that.
Yeah. I think every one of us here was saying
ain't touching that.
Yeah, I was talking to our buddy Garvin.
Yeah, he's like, I
buying
got some SpaceX. I'm like, why didn't you wait?
Now it's time to start touching it little by little.
But look,
Even then, I don't even know. I would wait for a trend reversal, some kind of like sideways anything that's not sideways down.
Yeah.
You know, sideways consolidation, maybe. Yeah. I mean, the Nasdaq's also down as well, so you know, there's that.
What is the trend?
look at this like perfectly linear, symmetrical channel.
You got the two chopsticks right there, bro. Go grab some ramen at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
The trend is your friend.
Looks like some hidden bear div here on SpaceX. We're not going to find it, but you know what? If this is a bottom here, which I don't know if it is, right? I think it's likely we get a rotation to the bottom end of the range here at around 104.50, 104.65. Is there enough of a gap to make money on a very speculative long if it does do that? Let's see there. Oh, there is, but I'm not front running any sort of long here. If I'm long in this thing on a limit order, I'm waiting for confirmation that this is in fact a trend reverse. Look at all the blood diamonds. 4 hour, look at all those yellow X's, signaling manipulation in the markets, and then all those blood diamonds. At the peak of almost every single rally that rotated to the top of the range, got a blood diamond plastered right next to it. This is 1 hour on SpaceX, and I will get back to Tesla. Looks like the VWAP wanted to come back up, but it did a little bit of a U-turn. Money flow deep in the green. Deep in the red. Here's the 15-minute on SpaceX. Okay, anyways. Here's Tesla, what I wanted to look at from the get-go. So Tesla, let's start on the daily. Daily just, that is a massive gap. And eventually this gap will fill. Okay? This gap eventually will fill. And that gap takes us all the way up to 373. But when? I don't know. Because this thing gapped down from an open of around 373 down to 340. So what the hell happened? I see earnings here. It was the earnings. Look at that. Earnings and then a massive gap down.
Damn.
Let's see if... You're funny, bro. Damn, insane.
I'm just feeling it because, damn, man. I don't know if you hold any Tesla, man. I got a hefty bag, man.
You do?
It hurts.
Does this one have the electronic hours too, or is this automatically when the market's open?
I don't know. Check the bottom. I don't think it does. Check the
bottom. I don't see it.
Nope.
So this is interesting. This trend line I drew here, we're right there. Okay. So Tesla is way oversold. Let's open up Tesla real quick. It was 26 on the RSI. Let's look at the short float. Short float is 2.5%. Okay. So that's not too big. I wanted to look at the current ratio. So the company's fairly healthy, right? This current ratio, anything above 1 is what you want to see. That's assets minus liabilities, essentially. And it's at 1.94. So anything above 1 is a is a positive. But look at the performance over the last week, month, year, quarter. It's been beat to shit. Tesla has been beat to absolute shit. Short interest at 70 million. And the short ratio is at 1.46. RSI on the daily is at 27. So we're is Tesla at a peak or bottom here? Let's go to the lower time frame and see if we can find any signs of some sort of strength, anything. Something that tells us maybe a reversal is inbound. Because for Tesla, at the level it's at now, I would not be looking for a short. But are we brave enough to hidden bear div? So why the hell is this on the left side, not the right side? It's really been pissing me off. Do you know how to change that?
No. I'm assuming in Canvas settings is something, but I don't know, man.
No, because the other ones are on the right.
Yeah.
Anyways, if anyone knows how to fix it, throw it in the chat. I will be eternally grateful to you. Thank you. Here's a 2-hour on Tesla, lost at 21. Actually, got rejected off at the 21 after trying to reclaim it. 1 hour did reclaim it, lost it immediately.
Nice bull div.
Here?
On the way down, just overall. Just look at the RSI, just an overall uptrend. And the same thing with the market cipher B. Momentum waves.
Talking about right here?
Yeah. Pretty strong bull div. Doesn't mean it's going to bounce, but I mean, pretty strong bull div there.
Yeah. I mean, if it's going to bounce, it'll be at this level here. 30-minute looks like RSI was pushing, but now starting to roll over. Here's a 15 Stokes high. Oh, man.
Yes.
301.93. I just want to see what price did down here. So wick down there once, close below. What if we did one of these? Two touches. I'm debating on whether I should speculate on a long here on Tesla. I just think it's a little too risky, man. I don't know.
Definitely a fallen knife. But the art of catching a fallen knife, we teach in Zen University.
Kung Fu Panda over here.
A Kung Fu monk.
Stokes pretty, the 1 hour looks maybe like it's, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Never mind. So Tesla, I'd be looking for a long, but you know, like you want to wait for some sort of recovery, at least seeing some sort of price recovery, which I'm currently not seeing. I know JP mentioned there was some bull div on the 1 hour, which there is. Really on the entire move up here or the entire move down. But I want to see a green candle, man, and we don't have any green candles. And so it's at a volume POC. It's at the bottom end of the range. How speculative do we want to be here? Do we want to be super speculative?
Not that speculative. I'm speculative enough to buy Tesla at these levels. Long in it, futures is a little bit different, I think.
There's a gap here too. Yeah.
We see the move from BTC right now, by the way. Big move up right now, 1 minute time frame. We got action.
Okay. Still haven't gotten tapped into my NASDAQ short. Oh, I should have gotten tapped in right there. Oh my God. Look at how close I was. Look at that wick. Looks like I might get it now. So we'll see. So currently I am in, I think I'm in no trades. Just waiting for this to fill if it does. But I guess my thesis or my bias for the day is short.
Okay.
So yeah, but Tesla, bull div on the 1 hour, but no signs of that falling knife reversing right as of now. But keep it on your watch list for a potential long.
Nice. Okay, BTC, look at it in the 1 minute time frame. We're getting a move. Is it a real move? Is it just
Holy donkey?
Is it just a fake out? Is it a crossover? Is it a freaking
yeah. It's looking healthy, bro.
What do you think? What do you think, Rob?
It's looking healthy.
Do we FOMO? No.
The big takeaway here is we crossed 65,000 just for one fraction of a minute here so far. So we'll see if this can hold up. Very excited about that. I was asked to look at Tau. So Tau's in an interesting spot here. So, I don't really know what to say about Tau, right? I believe in the project. However, you can believe in what you want, all you want, but if the charts aren't showing you any relief rally, it's hard to make a case for it being a good long opportunity. I mean, if you were accumulating and looking to buy, not trading, okay, sure, it's at some lower price ranges. But I did want to show you the bottom of the October flash crash. So back in October, we did see Tau get down to 125, right? Reason I'm saying that is because, what is kind of the gut-wrenching bottom, right? I think that is a good place to start, right? 125. At the time, it fell from $350, right? So from 350 down to 125, pretty disgusting fall there. But anyways, it just goes to show you where even if all liquidity falls out, where people will buy. Next up, you got 150 right now. So we've been here 125, 150, and then you can see that there's been a few times where we touched 160 here, 165. So ultimately, the bottom here is but you got 130 or 125, 150, 160. That's kind of like where we've seen just bounce and bounce again. So anytime the prices come down to these levels, I mean, we've seen big, strong rallies here from 160 came all right back up to 350. So very strong move to the upside. Outside of, and then you had another move here, right? And so outside of this, like these big bottoms, we haven't seen a lot of long opportunities, right? It's like when Tau runs, it just runs for a minute, right? It's not like a flash in the pan. Like this thing gets going and it's going, right? And so these are like some of these like large time frame longs you can put in here. Obviously, you can, we do see the chop here. So there's opportunity to make money in the short term. A little harder though, a little harder to determine. But anyways, great long-term play as far as if you're longing, right? Especially when you hit these like lower prices that we haven't seen in a while, right? And so time and time again, as we wick down here, you can see that been a tremendous opportunity to make money from 160 back up to 400, from 127 up to over 500. And so, you got this one from 157 up to 360. So it's been a great opportunity. The problem is we're not down here in these prices. We're still hanging around $200. So for me, I can't long it right now. And so for me, if I'm going to long Tau, it needs to come down here, tap a 160, a 150, a 140, I don't know. Then you gig along. Short-term time frames, pretty ugly, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Go ahead and remove all these drawings. Short-term, I'm not in love with it, man. I just not seeing opportunity here. Right? I mean, if you thought this, like, why was this breakout here? Like, if you made some money on this, I don't really know if there was much to it. I mean, you kind of had this, double bottom here, but it just consolidated sideways, right? And so, it's hard, right? Even in hindsight, it's like, where's the trade opportunities, on the shorter time frames? That said, I probably would just refrain from this. I probably would just hang out for a little bit, see if we can come down and do one of these taps down here. If we can come down and do one of these taps, sure, I'm down for a long. Otherwise, the shorts, there's not a lot of room to run to the downside. The longs historically haven't played out well until you go down and hit 150, 160. And so I'm on the sidelines there. JP, what up, bro?
Attention.
Yeah! Let's go! He's like, I've been waiting for your dumb ass to shut up. Here we go.
High probabilities.
Today's opposite day, man. I'm long and towel. Opposite day, baby.
Bro! I was like, if you can make money off of Avalanche and a long, I'm like, you're the GOAT. He's like, I'm long an Avalanche. I'm like, Tao, I ain't gonna long it until it gets to 160. I'm longing it.
Monk man is degenerate man today. Anyway, could be a bottom on a 30-minute for Tao. I like the 200 bounce right there. Tweezer bottoms. I'm in, baby. I'm in. I entered around now, around 194.36. Stop loss below the 200 MA. 192.63. A TP going to be up at 213. 213. I'm long on Tao, baby. I love it, man. I'm long in the most hated coins today. Okay.
I'm also just putting a long as well myself. So I'm going long on Shiba Inu.
Whoa.
We saw a big movement out of this. So I'm starting to smell out that there's opportunity here. You know what? Let me pull up Shib on the okay, here. Look, 1 hour. Shib had a giant move a couple days ago, right?
Oh,
I was like, look, I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on with Shib? Like, look at this, okay? So this is on the 1 hour. This isn't the micro time frames. You know, you just been chopping around. You all of a sudden, nothing to see here. Just some little, some very wide double bottoms, and then kapow! Bro, like this thing just out of nowhere, mega super rally push. Now, my thing is that once the SHIB community gets going, these guys are rabid. They are funky, bro. These Shiba Inu guys, they're talking about like, oh, we're doing token burns and Shiba Inu. Next thing you know, you see Shiba sweatshirts out there on the streets, and so rounding out, right? So we came up, flag. Boom, big ass move. Then we had another flag, but failed to get the breakout. And we're getting these little sideways consolidations. I was thinking that we're going to give a lot of this back. However, looks like we're finding support here. This is more consolidating sideways versus that flag that goes up. So what I'm thinking is this is gearing up for a bigger move on the shorter time frames as well. Let's see here. Let me clean up this real quick. All right, so let's go to 5 minute, maybe. I saw some cool patterns earlier. Where am I at? Load of cool patterns. All right. So we got some bullish structures here, a lot of rounding out, and then anyways. I'm long in this turkey. I'm taking it up to
long and Shib.
I'm longing it to 5. Okay, a couple zeros, 5.6. Currently at couple zeros, 5.0. So it's right there flat. I put my stop here a little bit below the last bottom here on this candle. This is the 4 hour here, by the way. And so yeah, I'm just gonna try to ride this thing up. Could flag down again, so it could be a stop loss. Could get stopped out, but I like the move, man. I like it. I like the Shiba Inu.
All right, Shib.
Shib, baby!
1 hour. Okay. Rob Long and Shib. Bitcoin looking good, man. Looking good on a 1 minute time frame as of right now. Making a flag after a bounce from the Sammy Special. Will it give a second Sammy Special here? Price above the 200 MA as well as the 21. Touching the 21. Give it another bounce. So I'm in the money right now on the long that I took here on Bitcoin, but we'll see if it continues or not. And here's a look at the battlefield, guys. If you're wondering who's in control at the moment, it looks like the Bulls are in control at this moment. But this is a war comprised of many different battles, right? This is just one battle out of many, but the Bulls kicking the Bears' ass here. Clapping them to their end zone. and about to score a touchdown.
All right, and then I just wanted to point out some chats here. BTC DCA says, props to Rob. Gave me 3 crowns. Then BTC DCA said, Rob ain't lying. Shib. Gang, gang, gang. And then BTC DCA says, that was awesome. Very sorry, with a bunch of my face emojis.
You missed it. A long towel.
You did?
Yeah. After a long Rob analysis of how bearish it is. A long towel.
Yeah.
You did the same on
you, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm opposite day today. I'm counter trading the crew.
As long as you're making money.
And I'm going long on SHIB too, David. Going long on SHIB.
Okay.
So far, so good. So far, so good. We'll see what happens
SHIB
here.
and Venice. How's my Venice looking?
I think it's slightly down, right? Where are we at? Venice.
Down,
Yeah, Venice is the most clappy right now. Bitcoin in the money. AVAX, slightly down.
You deserve to lose money on that.
He's like, I want you to get clapped. Get clapped.
Oh, shit. All right. I got tapped into that NASDAQ trade.
Okay.
That
you
NASDAQ
sure?
short. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how this pans out. Expecting it to get rejected up here.
Did I counter you on that too? No.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Not
you
nice.
should.
Don't do it.
Sure. Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
No.
Come on. 50-50 shot. One of us will make money.
Nah, if I did do it, I would do it with the 12 hour. I definitely saw the 200 MA being tapped.
This might be a quick clap, and then we'll see.
We'll see. You asked me about Cardano. Are you ready for Cardano analysis?
I'm always ready for Cardano analysis.
All right, Cardano on the daily. What a bearish engulfing candle coming in right now. This current daily candle. We have to see how this ends. This is either the beginning of a much lower downside for Cardano, maybe head back into the forbidden land of the wicked. Maybe head back down there. Or maybe it's just an opportune buying opportunity, letting you buy in at this local bottom around 1571, 0.1571, maybe respecting the super trend so far. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Here it is. Whoa, that's a clapper right there. That's a long clapper. That thing, yeah, that looks crazy. Losing that 200 MA with strength, head and shoulder, knees and toes. Yeah. Bend over, show me what you're working with. No, I'm kidding.
Looks like you got some divergence there, though.
Is there some divergence? Bullish divergence? A little bit right there? Yeah. But what? Assuming that's the bottom, right? Assuming that's the bottom, you got to hold it.
You got a green candle right now.
You got a green candle, yeah. And 2 hours and 25 minutes left in that 4-hour time frame. Here's the 30-minute. Looking like bearish consolidation, but could it just be a quick V-shaped recovery and stay bullish? Cryptocurrencies are known to do that. Very much known to do that. Just stop you out, make it look bearish, and then bring it right back up. There's an inverse head and shoulder right there on Cardano. One could play that with the clap gap. Who is risky enough?
I feel like that pattern has been there for, that's a 5-minute.
But this is just a 5-minute, exactly, on the weekly, right? Who is risky enough to play this as if it was the weekly and take it up the clap gap? 1 to almost a 5 risk reward ratio using the right shoulder as a stop loss. Who is risky enough?
I actually like that.
Cardano. Should we call the trade alert?
I actually like that trade.
All right, well, you can have it, man. Take the trade.
No,
Take
you
the
go
trade
ahead.
alert.
It's your trade.
Attention.
You don't want it?
Trade alert.
It's not bad. I may take it.
High
But I am worried about, I'm being a little bit too exposed to the upside right now. If Bitcoin gets the clap daddy would get the biggest clapping right now.
Why?
Just because I got about 4 long positions I just opened. Well, 2 I opened like 2 or 3. I already had a few open. Hold on, let me take a look here. BTCC. Yeah, I already had the arrow open. I opened AVAX now. I opened Venice. I opened Bitcoin. I opened Tau. Yeah, I got multiple long trades open. Careful, monk man. All right, but I can't unsee it. I can't see the inverse head and shoulder here on Cardano. It could still be in the bearish case, right? Let's not be so bullish here. In the bearish case, just bearish consolidation. It's just a bear flag that's going to dump on you. But with Bitcoin starting to be speculative and with the class B bullish divergence there, one could speculate. One could speculate on Cardano coming back up. Let me pull up a BTCC and see what Cardano looks like. Sketch the trade out.
I'm already in.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna put it in on. I'm gonna put it in on BitUnix too.
What time frame was that? That was the 5-minute.
Limit, last, stop loss.
Stop loss right below that shoulder, that right shoulder, somewhere below the 21. Bring price up to that 200. All right, what does that look like?
You know what? Let's just put it on breakout too. We're hitting all three. Well, 3 out of 4. ADA, buy.
What are you doing, BTCC?
It's quiet in here. What's going on?
We're putting our trades in.
Yeah, getting these trades going, man. Yeah.
Talk a trade, bro. Talk a trade.
Sorry,
bro.
sorry.
You know?
Go ahead, you can talk.
Yeah, what's up, bro? Trying to figure out why it's so silent up in here, bro. Yeah.
We focus, man.
All right.
Don't stop to holler at me, man.
Focus, man.
Sweet's gonna clap the shit out of me.
Young.
Yeah, this was
a sweet trade.
It was a daily.
No.
I've been in that trade a while.
Yeah, me too,
It
man.
looked like an inverse, and now it looks like a fucking double top.
Am I going to get clapped too?
Damn, this is a big one too. This was risking 900 for 3,100.
Damn, on breakout.
Yeah, on breakout.
R.I.P.
Thanks.
Unless we get a bounce now. I mean, you never know, man. Do we get the bounce now? Do you need me to buy some more SWE?
Move the markets, man.
How much sweet we talking?
Help me out here, bro.
Oh, God.
Your boy trying to make some sweet tea.
So what? There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it on time this time.
Appreciate
I like it.
Lower back there on the drums.
It's just so weird.
What?
BTCC is like broke for me, man. It's just nothing is showing up. Maybe it's the connection. I don't know.
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm trying to refresh. I got no account value unless I just got liquidated, right? Unless I just got def clap. No, I got no data.
Are you still?
I got no data. I got no account balance. 000. No positions open. Nothing's here.
No.
They call it death.
Refresh.
Are you? It says trading funds 735 down there.
Where? Yeah, exactly. But where's the rest of it? Where's everything else? And where's my positions? Nothing is showing.
Are you logged in?
Yeah, I'm logged in. I logged in here, man. It's just being freaking weird, man. Trade history. Yeah, no trade history. It's just being glitchy right now. Data overhaul. I don't know, man.
Mine's working fine.
Yeah, maybe.
Why don't you log in and log back out, man?
You're an Edge. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Chrome thing, but being weird, man. Being weird. All right, I'm going to log out and log back in, see what happens here.
Do your thing. Do your thing. We'll,
all right, take over.
Yeah, we'll take over. You know, I'm just looking at some macro stuff. I was looking at Oracle, and I'm looking at, okay, which one's beating down on our side, but which one's close enough to the well, this one shows a 20, but to the 21 MA that could see a bounce, and Oracle is one of them. So I wanted to take a peek at Oracle. I think I have it pulled up here. There we go. Oracle. Here's Oracle on the daily, and no wonder it's beaten up because it looks like this. My God. Tech stocks are just crushed, man. Tech stocks are getting crushed. They are crushed. Hidden bear div. We can't even put in. I mean, look at how extended the Stokes got on this tiny move. Hidden bear div into, guess what? More hidden bear div. Let's see if there's any bull div here. Yeah, there's a little bit if this low holds. This is on the daily time frame. We can go to the 8 hour here on Oracle. Okay, that looks better. Would love to see some bull div there, but coming up to the 21, not risky enough to try to long, but do have a double green dot. Look at all those double green dots on the 8 hour. Spanning back to Wednesday the 15th. Every low we've came in that we've gotten a rally up, we've gotten a double green dot. And here is the 4 hour. Seen some volume come in on the last big green candle. Here is your 2-hour time frame. 2-hour just reclaimed at 21 MA. Got a bounce. But VWAP coming down. This could be a front run for a trigger wave short. This would be the perfect setup for a trigger wave short. Okay. Stokes up, not curving over yet. As long as VWAP continues, let me pull up my brush. As long as VWAP continues to come down, we're going to get that red dot there. Group that with the anchor wave short there. This could be a short opportunity on Oracle. What would be the next level? I would be eyeing either the 50 or right above the 100 at around 126. This is our high volume node here on the 2-hour time frame on Oracle. Here is the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour coming off a printed red dot. Tons of bear div here. You got nothing but bear div. Look at that. This is very bearish. Let's see the short float on this one. I'm interested. Let's pull up Oracle. Only 3%. Interesting. 3% short flow ratios at 1.12, so that's fine. Where's the other thing I was looking at? Okay, there we go. Insider. 40% of this stock is owned by insiders. Okay. What is it? Rank. Hold. Outperform. This is going back to May, but the latest one is a hold by CLSA. This one looks like a short to me, but we got to find a time frame. 30-minute looks like it's flagging a little bit. That what was it? The 1 hour? No, it was a 2 hour. Yeah, the 2 hour. Okay, so 2 hour, I'd be eyeing a short here on Oracle at around 122.60 or 122.75. But where can we get an entry here? Let's see. Expanding falling channel. I should break to the upside. Here is Market Cipher. Just printed a fresh red or green dot on the 10-minute time frame. And with the momentum curving up, so we might get another push up here from Oracle, but I'd be looking for a potential short. Beautiful bounce off of the 21 MA here on the 5-minute time frame. Let's see what a rotation to the bottom end of this range would look like if we do get that. Let's do this. We have a little more data here. If we short the top, stop above this volume node. And what if we take this thing all the way down? It's at 1 to a 2.6. If we were to keep this on the macro, we would ideally rotate to the bottom end of the range, that low there. If we target the wicks here, that would be right at a 3-to-1 trade setup here. So for Oracle, if you're on BTCC, you're going to have the ability and access to trade this asset. So if you don't have a BTCC account, there's a link in the description. But I'd be looking to short this, and I'd be looking to put at least an alert at that 50 MA on the lower time frame, and then see what happens with this thing, because 2 hour looks ready for a short if VWAP continues to come down. We'll get that bearish cross. We'll get that red dot. That'll give us our, let me get rid of these. That'll give us our short trigger wave to enter into the short if you're trading that strategy with Market Cipher B. RSI at 50, Stokes pretty high, sitting at around 90. Would expect those to roll over. But again, waiting for a better entry, because right now this thing is kind of ping-ponging to the side. Also, as we get closer to the market close, there's that blood diamond on the 5-minute with a red dot. What if we can do a quick scalp on this one? What does that look like? That looks like a 3.76 to 1. on the 5 minute. Let's squeeze this down. Let me see what the triple Q is doing, and I'll come back to this one, and maybe this will be a trade alert. Triple Q seeing a little bit of a move up on the 5 minute, but respecting the trend line. You can see it tapped up there again on a wick, just waiting for this thing to completely roll over. So I would expect, you know, I'm going to take a, I'm stuck, man. I don't know what to do. I'm being very indecisive today. What do you think, Rob? Do you think this is a good short?
I was looking at some other stuff on mine.
Yeah.
5 minute. It looks kind of inverse head and shouldery. I know it's leaning down, but almost like a bull flag too. Chunky one, but
Chunky monkey.
Yeah, but it's at the top of the range, and
that's the problem. I mean, a short stop loss is good if you're either going to get stopped out quick or you make that move. So I wouldn't even bring it up. If you break above that, then you're in no man's land. I would keep that.
yeah, but I'm also
short.
looking at the volume gap over here, or this this big volume node. Trying to stay above at least the thick of it, and then bring it down to the bottom of the range. But that's only a two and a half to 1. So very indecisive. That red dot went away, but I'm going to go ahead and just put an alert on the 2 hour here at the 50 MA. Let's do alert price crossing up the 50 MA, and I'll potentially look for a short there, and then just kind of checking out the trade here on BTCC, down on ADA 11% and down on the triple Q. Looks like 2%. And so ADA not wanting to play out this 5 minute inverse head and shoulders. We'll see if it'll catch some support here at the moving average, but we have our stop down here below this, below our right shoulder. So if it does break, then this looks like it, which by the way, was there any bear div here? No bear div. Okay.
And you notice how your stop loss isn't there right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Add it to the list.
Got it. Cool. And then 1 hour time frame. Wow, look at how the tables have turned. This was the highest gainer when we came into the show at over 4% on the 1 hour. We're talking about beat. It's getting beaten down 8% to the downside. Aerodrome minus 1.7%. Everything else pretty flat. Someone had asked for JST. You want to look at JST,
Yeah,
JP?
That's one of those Justin Sun coins, man.
Yeah.
JST. Sure, look at it. Yeah, Tron ecosystem. Sure, I'll pull it up. JST. All right, here it is. Put it into perspective on the daily. What? Are you kidding me? That's how the daily looks? That bullish? JST? Bro, I used to have like so many of these like for free, like as rewards on the Tron ecosystem. You know, he's all about, you know, promoting his own stuff, right? You know, giving free Justin Sun coins, JST. But man, that thing is, wow, is that high? Okay. I was not expecting that. Well, that puts it into perspective. It's in a premium right now, not a discount. All right, how about the 4 hour time frame? Starting to come down now, right? And do we have a little bit of bear div on the stochastics? Not so much on the RSI. You do have the red dot and VWAP coming down. Is it a trend up to break down type of situation? Here's the 30 minute. Ooh, that's getting bearish now, right? Lost to 200 MA. It tried to bounce from it. Nice wick there. Tried to bounce, but now coming down. Bearish consolidation leading to bearish continuation to the downside. 5 minute time frame. Yep, looking bearish, but at support. Yeah, this thing looks pretty bearish, I got to say. Maybe there's a short to be had on that daily since it's so freaking like extended to the upside. You know, maybe one could put a short in on the daily, put a stop loss above the wick there. It could be a legendary short. Could be a legendary short. Put it right above the wick. There's a bearish engulfing candle coming in right now on the daily. You need 6 hours left to confirm that. But you could bring this all the way down to the 200. That could be a 1-to-8 risk reward ratio on the short and with bear div. Look, bear div on the daily with the RSI, with the stochastics, with market cipher. You got triple confluence for the short. I like the idea of a short for JST.
Bro. You crazy.
You crazy. Is that crazy? I see a bearish engulfing candle coming in. I see us at the top of a range. We have to like zoom out like weekly. See what I'm saying? Way at the top of a range. Look to the left here. Looks like we got above that resistance. Kind of battling this wick here. It's bullish. Don't get me wrong. It's bullish, but I mean, it doesn't look like a place I would buy. It does look like a place I would potentially short here. Yeah, for sure.
So you doing it?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not touching it. But I definitely see a reason to short here. Maybe, let's see, maybe you could wait for the daily candle to close. The daily candle, let it close in 6 hours. See if this truly closes a bearish engulfing candle, and then that's your confirmation to go ahead and enter the short. Just an idea. It's a bearish engulfing candle with bearish daily divergence. Bearish divergence on the daily is significant. It's very significant. JST was not in a bear market, guys. This was a bull market. So maybe it's time for its bear market.
Did Justin Sun know that?
I don't know, but hey. He's about to get a rude awakening. We'll see.
Looking at zero.
What you seeing?
I'm seeing a top. I'm seeing a head and shoulders on the 15-minute. Bear div. I think this thing's going to roll over. Here's your 30-minute. I think it's going to lose. It's going to lose that 21. And I'm also looking at volume on the way up. Volume was increasing on the way up, I will say. Volume was increasing on the way up, but nonetheless, bear div on these highs here. What if we did a speculative short? Something like this. This is a 30-minute. Take it down to that volume POC where the 200 MA is. It's where the 100 MA is on the 1 hour, the 50 on the 2 hour, and right below the 200. Although we did just get a bullish cross, I would actually, good thing I did that because now I'd want to do that. This thing, something like that. That's not a 3-to-1 though. This would be a 3.27-to-1 trade setup here. 4 hour looks pretty bullish though. But VWAP coming down, can we front run a bearish cross here? RSI oversold, or excuse me, overbought. Bearish cross on the Stokes. Let me just do one more thing. That would be a 786 at the 21. Okay. See if I can make my stop a little tighter. Okay, I'm gonna call a trade alert. I'm gonna short this. I'm gonna short zero, hopefully to zero. We'll make a lot of money. Go ahead and run the trade alert.
Attention.
We are gonna short zero.
Attention. Trade alert.
2-0.
High probability setup found.
So I'm gonna put this one in on BitUnix. Let's go to ZRO. We're gonna do a short. Let's keep it on the 5-minute time frame. We're gonna go limit last. Let's bump this up to 30, 50x leverage. Yeah, let's not use too much of our own margin. Let's do it above our super trend here. We better hurry up. This thing's about to roll over right now. And then where's my chart? And then I wanted to target the 786. So around 86.8, 86.8. 0.868. $51 for almost a 4-to-1.
What's the stop loss?
Damn, this thing is rolling over. I'm going to get into it. So this is stop is at 95.94, above the 5-minute super trend and above above the wick here, but also below, and there it is, below the right at two important levels. Number one, it's right at the 786. My TP is right at the 786, and look at the confluence with the 786 and the 21 MA on the 4-hour time frame. Perfect confluence, just perfect. Measuring the move here from 84.5 cents to the current high at around 96.5 cents. 786 lines up with two previous resistance levels and where the 21 MA is right now after it just crossed above the 200. So we're getting out before we get the Sammy special, and we have our stop almost above the large wick here, but we're keeping it a little tighter. And so that is a 0 short. So that's a trade alert. Thank you.
Okay, cool. BTC still a little bit bullish on a small time frame.
I just took a long too. I was waiting for you to wrap up that.
Shut up.
Yeah. So took the measured move here for what could potentially be a breakout. Looks like 65,280 if it played out here. Right at 65,000. So front running it a little bit. You might want to wait a little bit, but what I got is BTC. I got the entry here at 64,960. And so I'm riding it up to 65.2. Put the stop loss down at 64,880. Already in the money, $35. Just on a couple minutes here. So we'll see. It's tight. It's real tight, but we'll see. We either get rejected and stopped out right away, or I think this might be a bigger move. I think it might be catching that flag there. So we'll see.
Okay, interesting.
And it's not even the full measure here. I got it to 65,200. This is a short little scalper. It's also rounding out, catching momentum, green dot, money flows in the green, momentum's coming up. Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't that long ago. We were at 65.6. I was at 6 a.m. So a few hours ago here. Take a look at the 15-minute. See here. This might be a larger pullback. I just needed to get to about right there anyways. So that's what I got.
Awesome. I'm looking at the tech, aka the NASDAQ. I know you're in a short there, David.
NASDAQ looks bullish.
I'm considering a bigger time frame trade on the NASDAQ, like on the 12-hour. Where is this damn thing? 1 day. Can I add a custom time frame here? There we go. 12-hour. Are you not responsive? Are you not responsive? Sorry. 12H. Not applicable. Not applicable. Okay. All right. Well, well, what I was trying to do is let me see here. This NASDAQ 12. I like that 200 bounce right there on the 12-hour. I want to long that. I want to potentially long that on the NASDAQ. Looks something like this. Super tight stop. Super tight. Risk very little to potentially rotate to the top of the range again. Could be like a 1 to 12, believe it or not. Believe it or not, risk reward ratio. This is much different from from the smaller time frame trade in the NASDAQ. Maybe a whole different story on a small time frame. There is bearish consolidation and I could get clapped out. But I'm looking at a trade that looks something like this on the NASDAQ. Give me the numbers. 27,878 for the stop loss. 27,878. Let me see here.
Venice is getting that breakout finally.
Finally.
There it is. Venice, two big ass green candles back into where I got into the trade when you announced it. But she's moving.
We're looking, we in money. Are we in the money finally?
Yeah.
Give me the money.
There it is. She look good.
Overstimulate me with the money.
She look good.
All right, let's see what the NASDAQ looks like. I could risk $14 to make 170 on that move. Let me see. Up the leverage, up the margin. $26 for 311. I like it. How about $50? Can we risk $50? We could do $50, right? $50 for 500. I like that. I like the sound of that. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, $50 for almost 600. I like the trade. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's see what happens here. Did I open the long? I pressed the button. 5. Open long. All right. I'm in the trade. I could get clapped pretty quickly, and if I get clapped quickly, just clap me, man. Clap it quick if you're gonna do it. All right.
So that's not the triple Q. That's the what'd you put a trade in on?
That was the Tech 100, which is the Nasdaq. It's just a tokenized version. Tokenized version of the Nasdaq is using the 28,000, like those numbers, not the QQQ numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, Tech 100 on BTC. One of the beautiful things about this exchange, it has these tokenized assets that BitUnix didn't have, at least available for us. So I am taking a long trade on the Nasdaq. Dave's trade may still play out. He's playing the small time frame consolidation, the 5-minute, right? I'm playing the 12-hour potential bounce there off the 200 MA. We got a bounce already. My trade is just simply, do we respect the line? Is there respect given? You know, is there a lack of respect? And the Nasdaq comes down and claps everybody.
I mean, we said the macro looked, well, I guess it looks bearish outside of.
It does. What you call this major support is major dynamic support. You know, this thing moves with price, sure. But if you go to a daily, like the daily looks pretty bearish, I got to say. It's either bearish or, we're in the forbidden land of the wicked. Put it like that. The forbidden land of the wicked on a daily time frame. That's right. The Forbidden Land. It's a legendary tale. You want to stay away from the Forbidden Land of the wicked. That's where we are right now on the daily time frame. But this could clap down all the way to 26,681 unless we bounce now. We are extended to the downside, and the VWAP looks like it wants to come up again on the daily time frame. It looks like it wants to. Making an inverse head and shoulder, the VWAP. I'm front running the cross and say that, the Nasdaq still wants to be bullish, but I don't know, man. You never know, man. We could have a recession on our hands. Who knows? World War III may happen.
There's going to be a lot of volatility around the FOMC meeting.
Seriously.
So we'll see what, I think more in terms of what Fed Chair Warsh is going to say. Not so much, I guess, obviously what he's going to do as well. But because if he comes in and rate cuts, then we're going to see a massive, massive dump out of the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That's on Wednesday. So.
Yes.
Yeah, this triple Q trade. I don't like that it rotated back into the range. We'll see. Is it gonna oh, okay. Okay, you gotta close above. Can you start dropping now? Looking for some potential bear div. We don't see any. Nice little wick up there, but this is just a 5-minute time frame. So I'm gonna keep this trade open. We'll see how it goes. But right now, technically, it's for me, it's still valid. Although this does look like a nice rounded bottom, but expecting this thing to roll over and fall. Okay, I had no, we went through all those. Let me check let's check the chat real quick. So give some love to the people. Can we look at the casino?
Sure.
Muhammad said Tron is a con.
Damn.
Dash on the 1 minute looks like a cup and handle where Jesus take the wheel handle formation. Dash on the 1 minute. I can take like a dash on the 1 minute. But if you have the casino pulled up, JP, we can go.
I have it up, man. Okay. Casino's pulled up. Looks like we're on a pull to the downside. Fresh pull to the downside after a bearish condition. Still technically in that bearish condition after the possible price reversal. We've left the demand zone. The trend looks like it's up again now. It looks like it's up. And so says this trend line slash moving average they have here says the trend is green and it looks like it's going up, but there is a pull to the downside.
Interesting.
Pull to the downside, and demand sitting at 62 above the zero line and just 11 trades per minute. Low volume here. 1 minute has flipped green, 2 minute through the 5 minute red. Those meso time frames are green, and the daily 6 hour to the daily is red. So yeah, a little back and forth here in the casino, but it does look like a move up. A move up with a small move down at the moment. Call it a pull to the downside. Here's what liquidity looks like if you care about liquidation heat maps. This one from Trading Different. We have liquidity on both sides. We got cool liquidity below us, 64,345, and slightly more concentrated above us, 65,837. Plus, we got the hot zone, 67,000, critical resistance for BTC. Each side can get it. I don't know if there's one way that favors liquidity. I see a slightly more concentration to the upside, but there are orders everywhere. And if you care about the battlefield, here's what's going on in the battlefield. Bulls still heavily in control. Bulls in control and have the bears cornered. That's right. Those bears are cornered, my friends. Love it, love it, love it. We'll keep eyes on the battlefield. All right, BTC still bullish on a small time frame, but doing the shaky pump and going a bit sideways as well. Shaky pump, up, down, small time frame volatility, but, you know, respecting the lows for the most part. Is there some bear div? A little bit of bear div on market cipher B.
God damn. What is Lido doing?
Well, let's have a look, my friend. Let's have a look. Show us.
This thing is this thing is about to dump.
Like it's bear flag dumping, man.
A short feels very very chase. Look at that 5 minute. 15 minute losing the 200. 30 minute lost it. This looks like an evening star pattern. Let's check the 1 hour. Ooh. Can you mute?
I'm so sorry. It's overstimulating. Turn it down. Damn it. There you go.
Okay, so Lido bear div here on these highs. I mean, obviously these are 4 hour candles, so that was a while ago, and so we saw that spill off. Attempted to reclaim the high, we didn't, and now we're playing with the 21 here, right there, fresh red dot that's about to close. The candles closes in about 2 hours, but they get a VWAP crossover to the downside here on Lido. I just feel like a short right now feels a little chasey. Ooh, that's a nice head and shoulders here on Lido, potentially, if that high holds. Here's a 10 hour. 5, 6, 7. Red dot on this 6 hour as well. And that candle just opened about 10 minutes ago. Right there at the 50. Why are we not catching these sooner, man? Like, I would have loved to catch this sooner. But right now it's bouncing off the 50, or it's right above the 50, and it bounced there last time. Do we wait for it to lose the 50, come back, retest on a bearish retest, and then take this thing down? There's a pretty big clap gap here down to 32.7 cents on Lido. And then here's the 1 hour. Let me clean up the chart here. 1 hour on Lido. This is chasey, right? To get into a short, JP?
Dependent. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You have to go to small time frame. I mean, As long as it didn't get the measure move. I mean, you only have one candle closed down there, like one really engulfing candle, no? Yeah, I don't think it's too Tracy.
Let's see what that looks like. That's a 5-to-1.
There you go.
Okay, so let me just. Ooh, the 15 looks. Oh, I like that. All right.
Attention.
Yeah, just to run it.
Trade inbound.
Run the trade alert. Run it.
Attention. Trade inbound. Attention.
Let's go
Trade
ahead
alert.
and short.
High probability
Lido.
setup found.
Let's
blindly
do this
follow
one
GP.
on
Sin City
BTCC.
Crypto. New trade
We're going to do it on the
alert.
5-minute time frame. We're going to go market order. We're going to set our stop above these highs here. We're going to copy price down to our stop loss. TP is going to be down at the measured move, which is $35.69. 0.3569. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, contract value. Let's go that. Let's see what that looks like. So 0.3569. $0.35. Why isn't it letting me put any more? Oh, because it's a short. Nope, same thing. Interesting. Okay. 0.3569. There we go. Stop loss is 3880. For short, minimum stop loss must be higher than the ask price. Is it not higher than the ask price?
Double check your stop loss TP.
3874.
Double check your decimals and everything.
0.35, 0.38, yeah. Huh, weird. Yeah, maybe this thing is glitching today, man. I'm not going to use this one today, right now. I'm just going to do it on, I'll do it on BitUnix. Okay. So let's try this thing on BitUnix. Let's keep it at 50x leverage. Let's go copy price, TP stop loss up here. And again, let's measure our move down. $3,554. And let's go limit last. Let's see what that looks like. 50 for 240. That's juicy. What about
Juicy?
What about 43 for 200?
Love it.
Okay. Lido short, and we're above the super trend, which is great. I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it in. There we go. It was only a penny away.
Slide
All right.
on in.
Damn. So all my trade alerts today have been shorts.
You're a bear today.
I'm a bear today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame on me. Whatever. I was gonna say as long as they're making money, but right now I am down. Well, this trade was put in yesterday. Zero short right now is down 29%. Let's check in on that trade real quick.
Damn.
Kind of ping-ponging sideways. But ultimately, I do expect this thing to roll over. And then the ADA trade. Looks like that inverse does not want to play out. ADA playing games, losing it.
Looking clappy.
Very clappy, yeah.
Damn.
I'm going to move my stop right there.
Did everything just flip red?
I don't know. Did it?
Damn. Look at BTC in a 1 minute time frame. What the clap? What the clapperoni?
Damn.
What in the clapaholics?
Clapaholics.
Zia Talks. Happy birthday.
Birthday.
That's right. Very special. Happy birthday to Zia Talks. All right.
Zia, happy birthday.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
that was a big move down. Whew.
What the hell happened?
Still above the 200 MA. Still above the 200 MA. But man, clapping season may be starting again. What's going on here?
Is there like news or something?
Zen detectives, get on it.
Let's look at the bubbles.
Buble.
Hash down 7%. Aerodrome down. Weren't you in an aerodrome short?
Long, and I should be down now. And now NASDAQ look like it may roll over, man. You may get your victory. We'll see here. Will the NASDAQ roll over? BTC start getting clappy. We're looking crazy here, Rob. We're looking crazy.
Yeah, I got stopped out of my long. I got my SHIB.
Clapping season.
Got my SHIB long. Flat. But, you know, that was a pretty big move there. What's going on? Did I miss something? I decided to go to the bathroom and come back. Bitcoin's done.
What did we miss? What's going on?
What happened?
What happened? All pull to the downside. The casino pulled to the downside. We know that much. Take a look here at the liquidity heat map. Yeah, it's given just volatility to me. Manipulative Monday. I mean, they're going to take both sides here today is what it looks like. Let me look at the battlefield. Battlefield, reset that battlefield. Surprisingly enough, the Bulls still in control. We don't believe it, but the Bulls in control right now. The Bears had made a huge comeback, guys. Huge comeback. They were all the way pushed to the end of the map, but now taking a lot more territory, but the Bulls still technically in control. All right, but that was a big move down. But big move downs could lead to big moves up or even bigger moves down, right? So we'll see which way this wants to go. Is it a quick V for volatility, or is it like an actual change in trend on the 1 minute time frame? Let me go to the 4 hour. A lot of people kept mentioning the head and shoulder on the 4 hour for BTC. I do see what looks like a head and shoulder. I certainly do. Somebody brought this up last night. We have the red dot. We have the VWAP crossing bearishly on the 4 hour. So the 4 hour in the sell program. It is in the sell program, but it is still in an uptrend. Interesting price action here. 30 minute technically still a bounce of the 200 for BTC. Seeing some resistance at the 21 is what it looks like. Maybe that's what it was. Was it just 21 resistance? The auto clappers kicking in and shorting the resistance. Does it find support at the 9? Do we get back above that pattern? I'm seeing this as a flag on the 30 minute. Green money flow, my friends. Very chunky. I think it's more like this. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Big move up. Flag, big move up. That's the high. Now in consolidation, tried to break up, failure to launch, came down. You got support down there. There's the buy zone. Now resistance at both the 21 and the diagonal trend line here that I drew. So that's what we're looking at, folks. This is what we're looking at. Do we rotate to the bottom of the pattern again? Get scary. Put in some more wicks. Head down to the forbidden land of the wicked.
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 My daughter's favorite movie, Wicked.
Really?
She's watched this so many times I can't even think of the name. I get disgusted.
Yes.
Let me I forgot what I was gonna say. I closed out my ADA long on BTCC. I'm probably gonna, because this is, I lost a 21 on the 5 minute. I'm just gonna auto clap myself. I'll take that.
Damn.
Yeah.
The moment you did it, it clapped down too, man. You just clapped us.
I clapped you?
I'm kidding.
It wasn't even a big position.
I'm kidding.
Laura, yeah, she already clapped me. Okay. Yeah, this is looking more like a double top now. Whack. Whatever. But currently still in 2 shorts. Well, 3 shorts. And then I think I'm going to get clapped out of Tau too. Man, this trade looks so good.
Damn.
21 MA bounce. Caught the move up. This is where we bought. You can see here. It says buy. Got the push up and then just completely fell.
Damn.
And this one's going to clap me out now too.
Out clapping us silly, man.
Yeah. Aren't you in a Tau trade too?
I am. I'm getting clapped silly too, man.
Bro, I was trying to tell your
I'm
ass.
getting clapped silly.
A rough one today, boys and girls. We struggling out here.
It's hard out here for a trader.
Man, Clap City, man. I love it. I love it. Clap City. Hey, man, I just hope your claps make you stronger, man. You know? Man, Cardano testing that right shoulder. It sure is.
You still in that? Oh, you didn't get
I'm still in it. I'm still in it.
Oh, you did get
I did get in there. Yeah, I'm in the Cardano. I'm very close to Clappage right now. My stop loss is like below that right shoulder somewhere, so it's coming for me.
Yeah.
Coming for me right now, baby. Yeah, it's coming for us.
Has anyone closed the trade in the win except
Rob did early. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 trades. Well, okay, so I got the Venice long. I'm up right now. 21 bucks on this one. So Venice long is paying the bills right now.
And what kind of bills you got for $20? Netflix subscription?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then I got a Shiba Inu long open too. So, and then I'm 50% on my Bitcoin long and short. But
Only thing in profit for me is Venice right now. Venice is cooking.
Venice wants to move, yeah.
Venice is cooking to the upside.
It's good for my spot bags.
Like, what is up with Venice? I'm glad I bought the spot bags too, man.
It's funny. Venice is moving and Tao's getting licked. Man, is Venice the better AI play? I think that's a question that I'm willing to entertain myself with. But yeah, Venice looks very bullish. Have we looked at a Venice chart?
both did. Well,
to get into the trade, I guess. Yeah. Take a look here. I'll pull one up. Venice. Starting a small time frame.
Look at that beautiful bounce on the 200 on the 30-minute.
Yeah.
That's what launched us on.
Wasn't that the play? The 30-minute?
Yeah, that was our play. Yeah.
The 30-minute play was it? Yeah. Yeah. 5-minute coming up. 5-minute doing what ADA should have did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venice looks pretty healthy. 2 hour bouncing off the 50 MA with low stochastics. Venice.
The daily looks interesting. Have you guys looked at the daily?
Oh, let's take a look.
Yeah. Yeah, everything about it. The lower time frames, the medium, and the long look pretty good.
And it's a macro nexus.
So this one has officially broken its trend line.
It's officially broken its neck.
There's no neck for this one. It's just a shoulder. But anyways, we got the 21 bounce once at around 1160, and the 21 is right there where our trend line is. So we've tested it once. Do we test it again? If we do, that sets us up for potential head and shoulders on Venice. That would potentially dump us. But I got to say, man, Venice looks fairly bullish, although a little overextended, right? RSI's at 60, Stokes are up there in the 90s. Market Cipher VWAP's coming down. Looks like we're trying to put in a local top on the daily time frame, and then the weekly just looks like a big flag that broke out. The weekly 21 MA is at $12.20 or $11.93. And so if you are feeling FOMO on Venice and you want to get into a trade, watch for the daily and the weekly 21 MA bounce or 21 MA retest for a long. My ADA trade stop loss order was hit on breakout. Yeah. Give me another clapping.
Ouch.
Yeah, give me another.
Clap City, man.
Clap City today. I'm
Clap City crypto.
What am I, 0 for 3?
Damn.
I'm 0 for 3 today. It's rough out in these streets, man. Well, I got one trade in the green, Lido, but it doesn't count because it's not closed yet. So we'll say that we are 0 trades in the green. NASDAQ is playing, man. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Bear flag, trend up to break down, gets back into the pattern, then it falls back out of the pattern, and then tries to reclaim the pattern again. I think ultimately, as we get closer to the market close, I think this thing does dump. Unless there's some big catalyst news coming out, which I don't think there is anything, unless you guys have heard of or know something. But for me, there's nothing that points to the Nasdaq running. In fact, the technicals say it should roll over. And then let's take some requests from the community here. So Spider said, "What is everyone's target exit for the Venice trade?"
I'll check that. My TP is that right? 14.77. $14.77 just about for me. What about you guys?
All right, I got where's she at? Where do I got Venice? I think I have Venice here. I'm at 1390. 1390, and my stop is at 1280.
Okay. What do we have going on here?
BTC DCA said, "BitTensor may be the single best project in AI not named Anthropic." Yeah, in theory, sure. I know price has gotten beaten to shit. Again, I say this as someone whose largest holding in spot holding is BitTensor. But I saw something actually, Score, which is one of my favorite subnets. They're the guys behind the D-King, right? Now that token hasn't played out very well, but this weekly? Oh, yo, what is this weekly here? Let me drop a horizontal there, because are we at like weekly support here?
Pretty much.
And is this thing worth a long? That's 160.57. I'd be interested in I know this is a descending triangle here, but I'd be interested in a potential long on BitTensor, or on a BitTensor, or anyone that's on the sidelines that has been waiting to buy BitTensor spot. $160 seems like a really, really good level. In fact, I'm going to put in a limit long order on BitTensor on breakout and just let it sit.
Hey.
Tau.
No, I was doing some analysis earlier. You stepped out, but
I want some Tau.
On Tau, I was talking about you get these big macro moves once it gets down and hits, what was it, 160, 150? For sure. Yeah.
22.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What y'all do this weekend?
I clapped the house. I don't know.
Clap the house?
Yeah.
We got like roaches in there or what?
That does sound like that, doesn't it? Like you nuked the house. I clapped the house. I was cleaning and doing laundry and stuff, man. My girl was going for the weekend, man, so I had to like do things myself, you know, like clean and laundry and things I don't normally do. You know.
You know how to separate the whites from the blacks, right? The clothes.
Damn. I
mean the whites from the colors.
Segregation.
Damn,
I meant
come on,
colors.
man.
Yeah, you can tell I don't do laundry. It's whites from colors. I promise you that wasn't.
Nah, man. I mix it all together, man. I believe in diversity, man. I diversify my laundry. All mixed together in a melting pot.
Let us know how that works out. So I have I have this limit Tau order set. Okay, I have a limit buy at 160.5. I have a stop loss down at 127, and I have a TP up at 280. This is a almost a 4-to-1 trade, 3.5, 4-to-1 trade. If we come down to this weekly level here, man, I feel very confident, and my stop is just below this October 10th wick. And
did you already get into it?
No. It's a limit. It's a limit order.
Okay.
Yeah. And
yeah, I did a whole thing on this earlier when you asked me to look at Tau. So every time it's gotten down to 160, it's had these massive rallies up.
Yeah.
Even October 10th, the one got down to 125. But
I mean, it closed the candle green on the week. This is weekly.
I think it's going to slide down to where you're at. That's why I was like,
honestly, if it does, I might buy more spot. I don't know. I got a good spot bag, but I might buy. I got some dry powder on the sidelines. I might buy more spot if Tau does get down to 160, along with doing a mega long on breakout.
Now you say spot. I haven't heard much in terms of news from Tau. I'm not trying to like slide it or nothing, but I'm just curious. Like, is there anything new on the horizon? Because
if you see if we come in or you wake up one day and you see Tau is up 60%, 50%, something happened with NVIDIA. A lot of these subnets are part. There's 6 subnets right now that are part of the NVIDIA kind of startup program. They're getting funding and they're getting help from NVIDIA in terms of infrastructure. And we know, I mean, I don't know. There's definitely some connections there. Am I saying that NVIDIA is buying Tau or
like
or
NVIDIA is like partnering with everybody though, man. You know what I mean? Like he just went all in. He created Jensen Huang. He did created a new X handle. And within like his first post, he had the craziest amount of like. Anyways, he's going all in on promoting Elon Musk and also Grok. And I know he's talked about Elon buying some crazy amount of his servers. So I feel like NVIDIA the hoe on the block when it comes to AI. You know, it just wants to partner with everybody. The list is long.
I mean, as long as that equates to value, you know, in terms of obviously in this case it would be speculative value, or unless there's some sort of formal value created through funding or something outside of the norm.
Like I look back in hindsight, and you remember when everyone was talking about Tau, and it was like all over the socials, and then what was that guy from that podcast, whatever it was, he was
Jason Calacanis.
Yeah, he was like hyping it up. That was literally the top there, and then and then I'm just like, in hindsight, you like see like when celebrities, and I don't know, he's not like that flash in the pan celebrity. He's like, you know, financial celebrity, whatever it is, clout. But yeah, once he started pumping it, talking about it every freaking day on his X post, should have in hindsight realized that was a top momentum, right? Same thing with like, remember when Elon was talking about Doge just all day long? He went on SNL, that was the top. So
He did love Doge.
yeah, he hasn't said anything about Doge in a long time.
He hasn't said anything about anything.
He's just trying to get that rocket to Mars, bro.
I know, and try to. His stock prices are. He lost $500 billion because the stock went down. Tesla and SpaceX.
Damn.
And he's still worth $800 billion.
Didn't he put out like some?
Shit.
Didn't he put out something? Said former trillionaire or something like that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's okay. He only has $800 billion being rationalized. Said,
Oh,
that was me. I got stopped out of Tau.
yeah, I'm about to get stopped out too, man.
I got Tau clapped. Clap me, Laura.
Operation.
Clap. Clap my ass. Now, this wasn't a trade from today, but it was a trade from yesterday.
Tau.
Yeah, I got clapped too. Clap me too, Laura. Clap us. I got clapped on Tau. First loss of the day here.
You know whether we're gonna make that money back on these shorts?
18% ROI. Clap, 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 clap. Damn. Clapperation.
Claptastic. Well, my shorts are in profit. Zero's up 25%. That's good. Lido's up 30%. That's good.
Venice is still up.
Venice is up. That was I'm not in that trade, but we do have that trade on TX Flow. That's up 124%. That's good. And NASDAQ is still teetering, playing games. Maybe a little bit of a head and shoulders here that's going to roll over. We'll see. Market closes in what, hour and a half?
Way longer than that, man. It's like
No, 1 o'clock, right?
Eastern time. It's like 4-hour time, no?
No. What are you talking about? What you talking
No,
about?
you're right. I do have it backwards. Sorry. 1 o'clock here.
Yeah.
4 o'clock,
4 o'clock
there.
Eastern.
There you go. I feel like I'm in Jersey for a second. Sorry.
You're in Vegas. JP, wake up. You're in Las Vegas.
I'm in Vegas, baby. West Coast time.
West Side. I was watching NWA last night, or Straight Outta Compton. You seen that movie?
I have not, man. I'm
What?
not cultured.
What?
I have not.
Have you seen?
How do you like?
Seen the other version called CB4?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch that, bro.
Clap.
It's called CB4. It's with Chris Rock, and it's like a spoof on Straight Outta Compton. It's good, dude.
Okay.
You gotta watch it.
I don't really like spoof movies. I don't know.
But this one's good. It's a good spoof movie.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Trust me, man.
What is it on Netflix?
I don't know where it is. It's an old movie, so
But you got to watch Straight Outta Compton, man.
Do I? Why do I need to?
If you like if you like hip hop, old school hip hop, you like Nas, you like Tupac, you like Biggie.
Sure.
How have you not seen Straight Outta Compton?
But is it just made for for freaking made for the masses? Made for the
I'll put it to you this way: it was
the consumer movie.
It was written and directed by Ice Cube. His son plays him as a younger Ice Cube.
Yes.
It's a very good movie. I enjoyed it.
Straight Outta Compton. I'm sure it's good, man.
Crazy
I don't
mother
know.
named Ice Cube.
Hey.
Can't say the rest of it.
Okay.
Because it's got some language in there that I
Don't
can't
say
say.
it.
I'm not cultured enough to say it. I'm curious, who's seen Straight Outta Compton?
You gotta keep them whites and blacks segregated, like you said earlier, bro.
No, I was talking about the color. No, Broke Yoshi, I've not seen CB4.
Crypto King says, JP, you look like you straight out of Compton, dude.
Hold on. Gunzu said, what was your TP for 0? I'm up 50%. Let's go. Oh, me too. This thing is playing out real nice. My TP is at 86.8 cents, my friend. On 0. 86.8 TP,
Nice.
TP, and then stop loss 96.44. Wait, what? No, my stop was here. Yeah, there we go. That gives us a 3-1. So 95.91 is my stop, and TP's at 86.80. But I think this thing is going to roll over. The only thing I'll say is we have super trend down here on the 30-minute 90 cents even. 15-minute super trend sitting at 91 cents. 10-minute just broke this. Did it just break the super trend on the 10-minute? Oh, it's right there. It's about to. Obviously, the 5-minute lost it, approaching the 200 on the 5-minute. But this thing, I think this thing's going to hit our full TP, man. It's going to be glorious.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Lido up 30% on Lido too. Okay. So I got clapped on, I got clapped on my longs, and I'm making money on my shorts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lesson in that, guys.
Yeah,
Short the shit out of
shorts are paying, man. Shorts are paying.
Short the shit out of the market.
Longs are getting you clapped.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Notorious said, I'm telling you guys, if you like hip hop, watch A Day in the Life. It's a movie. It's a rap song. Very seen. Some coins is a place to be. In some coins, always trading is a life for me. Spread them gaps open far and wide. Screw that. Just let me. Okay. That's pretty funny. Wick Rider. That was pretty good, bro. That was pretty good. Let me put my bull div inside. I like it.
Easy.
And then Akshay said, Bitcoin target, question mark. Can we look? Oh, and then Crazy Fingers from the movie. Oh, no, that was Crazy Eyes from the movie Longfellow Deeds, Mr. Deeds.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, they're saying 65,550 is support.
Bitcoin is dumping.
It's dumping. So is the NASDAQ.
And Bitcoin is going down. Blah.
Lost that 200 a man. Yeah.
Damn.
She goes 64,730.
About to get clapped out after being up, man. You need better trade management, Monk, man. Better trade management, man. Put the damn anti-clapper on, man.
Even that Venice going down right now, too. We're having a massive sell-off.
Oh.
Oh, here comes that.
What is that?
What is going on, bro?
What is that?
What the?
Probably still clap you. Probably still
Got
clap
that
you.
wick lick.
What
Damn, look at the
Got
volatility.
that wick
What the
lick.
heck? What the heck?
Extreme volatility.
You know what this calls for? Casino.
Blind shorting.
No, the casino.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Calls for the casino. Blind
And
short.
blind shorted. The casino still in pull to the downside. Pull to the downside. A demand at -7. We have 20 trades per minute. Looks like we're still in that bearish condition and a pull to the downside. Maybe another trip to the demand zone. Potentially 1 minute bullish, 2 minute through the 5 minute bearish. We got orders coming in, man. We got bullish orders coming in. We got bearish orders coming in. The order books are starting to light up. Excuse me. Will this turn into a high volume manipulative Monday? Now 48 trades per minute, 50 trades per minute, pushing up the volume. Take a look at the liquidity heat map. We got it on both sides. Both sides will get clapped.
Clap them on.
All right. It's a very clappable Monday.
Yeah, the NASDAQ doing the same shit Bitcoin's doing.
Yeah.
Like, what is this, bro?
And
what the fuck is
what
this?
is that? Like, are you serious? I was that close to getting stopped out. What are you doing, Bitcoin? Yeah, I might still get clapped. We'll see. Or is this the entry? Is this the bottom? This is going to hurry up and go to 70K, after clapping to the downside. I don't know, man. Rejection to 21. What you got?
That's how people get wrecked right there.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm doing nothing. Laura, make it Zen, please. Make it Zen and make it full screen. Come on, make it Zen, please.
Make it full screen Zen.
All right, Zen man. Relax. Okay. You come in the charts with a fresh narrative every day. And just because you were potentially bullish earlier doesn't mean you can't look for short potential now. Okay. You don't want to FOMO. You don't want to do anything stupid. Just be chill and follow your strategies, okay? You play price when it's extended one way to the downside or to the upside. So I understand why you went for the longs, but if you get clapped out, you have to be willing to like reset that narrative once again, right? Amen. We'll look at the higher time frames. We'll see if anything has changed. What has changed? Has anything changed?
People getting liquidated. That's what changed.
Man, definitely time to get Zen, man. After you get a couple losses, it gets to your head, right? It gets to your head. You're like, man, do I know what I'm doing here? Am I on the right side of the trade? Just don't doubt yourself, man. Don't doubt yourself. Do what has got you to this point, right? Do what has gotten you to this point. And, I'm going to be chill. I'm not going to do anything dramatic here. I'm not going to FOMO short. I'm going to stay in my longs, as I think it's still valid as we're above the weekly 200 MA. Go to that weekly on Bitcoin. As long as we remain above that weekly 200 MA, I'm speculating bullishly. But I do have a hard red line around 63,593. Losing that yellow line on the 200 MA. Sorry, the 200 MA on the weekly time frame will have me change my tune. But as of right now, I got to be chill. I got to be chill and do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm really good at doing nothing. I'm going to do nothing, okay? All right, small time frame. Back to the 1 minute. Did I get clapped out of ADA? Yeah, right? Let's see here. Damn, look at all those down trades. 5.
You got 5 positions open?
I did, yeah. All L's
down.
right now. Look at that.
Jeez.
Some of them about to flip bullish, but man, damn.
It's okay, man.
Clap. And I got clapped out of ADA, right? You might have to clap me, Laura. Let me check ADA. Yeah, I got clapped out of Tau and ADA. Clap me, Laura.
Double clap.
Clap.
Double clap.
I got clapped out of 2, and the rest of them are all down.
I'm going to ask a very, very superficial, stupid question.
What's up?
There's a reason why I ask it. So you got 5 positions that are down.
Let me see. That's correct. That's absolutely correct.
Does that mean that you're a crappy trader?
It means you're having a bad day. That's all it means.
I agree. Because I forget who it was. I don't know if it was in Discord or if it was in one of the chats. I think I was showing mine or someone was showing theirs and like, oh, you don't know what you're doing because your trades are all down. I'm like, bro, like you have your off days, you have your good days, you have your bad days, right?
Yeah.
And as long as you're net profitable in the long run, that's all that really matters.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you gotta keep it in, man. You be down but not out, man. Down but not out. As long as you're not risking too much and destroying the account, you should be fine. We'll see what happens, man. BTC still above the 1 minute 200 though. Will it come down violently again? We'll see.
I mean, yeah, this price action is weird. You know, did we get any liquidations? Let me check CoinGlass. I used to check that all the time. And we don't really, I'm going to look at the RSI heat map as well. But first I want to look at liquidations. Wherefore art thou liquidations? Oh, it's up here. Yeah, there we go. 1 hour, 7 million. Nothing too crazy. And 87% of those are the longs. So seeing a little bit of an uptick, right? 8 million of liquidations over the last 1 hour. I mean, it's not massive, but it's not a tiny amount either, right? You extrapolate that over 24 hours, do the math, 8 times 24. That's almost $250 million that is on pace to get liquidated over the last 24 hours on BTC. We can take a look at the RSI heat map. Let's go to the top 100. Let's go to the 1 hour. What's up? What's down? Bank. Fucking Bank. Bank's one I think I was playing around with that one. That thing ran up to 70 cents on a wick and lost all of it. That one's tailing up into neutral territory from oversold. Triple Q is currently in oversold. No tail though. SanDisk tailing down, oversold on the 1 hour. And on the 4 hour, I was actually looking at SanDisk. That thing has been beat to hell. It's a kind of, I guess, an AI / data hardware play. Now, SanDisk is the one that makes all the memory cards, essentially, amongst other things. But MSTR tailing up and overbought. MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor came out and they, instead of buying Bitcoin, they bought the STRC token, the stretch token, to try to get it back up to closer to $100. And I don't know, a lot of people aren't liking it. I'm curious to know what you think about that, Rob. Now it went from, we're just buying Bitcoin every week. They haven't bought Bitcoin in a month.
He keeps posting about his USDC position or whatever the fuck it is, or his cash position.
Correct. But he's not loading up on cash. It seems like what he's doing now is he's trying to prop up Stretch, STRC.
Well, so what's he saying? He's like, we have officially bought and you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're saying the X press release?
Yeah, this one right here. Look. This is what he keeps posting. He says, Strategy has increased its USD reserve to 525 million.
Everyone's so excited about
achieving 2.1 years of dividend coverage.
So here's what was posted about Stretch. We repurchased 288,000 shares of Stretch at 25 million at an average price of 86.52. We intend to remain a regular, disciplined buyer of Stretch below 100. More at deeper discounts, less a Stretch nears 100.
Seems like he's it's almost like he's got that meme coin FOMO. I don't want to say meme coin, but altcoin FOMO, right? Remember he was just all Bitcoin only, just buy Bitcoin, don't worry about it.
But this is his own product that's tied to Bitcoin.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if that's
like he's monetizing his own product. He's talking about his USD reserves and dividend coverage, and it's a far different tune than he was singing, man. And before it was like never sell your Bitcoin. I sold some Bitcoin, and he's like, yeah.
So it sounds like he's trying to reassure investors, like, hey guys, we have cash, like we can pay dividends for the next 2 years.
I mean, maybe the master plan is just to get more and more Bitcoin. I don't know. Dude.
Well, you have both sides of the aisle, right? One person saying you're diluting the common stock. Now you're diluting common stocks to buy preferred stock, and then one person over here saying he bought 25 million of Stretch to earn 12% on it, and then use that yield to buy Bitcoin. So you got some people who are fans, other people who are not fans of Michael Saylor, because people look at him and say he's just trying to prop up the price of his own product. So I don't know. I don't have an opinion. I refrain from opining on said stock purchase. But some people are worried. I don't know. I'm not too worried. Of course, anything has risk to it. Japan, with the Bank of Japan, there's a risk of them dumping a shitload of U.S. Treasuries, which would spiral the markets. There's risk to everything, and so sure, is there risk to Michael Saylor and Bitcoin? Yes. Has it been there for the last 3 years? Yes, it has. So,
but his conversation has changed, right? His narrative of just buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin only has changed. That's my whole point. It just seems a little suspicious.
But he's not saying buy any other crypto, is he?
He said he bought Monk.
No way.
I'm kidding.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah.
Oh, man. I just got a call from Lovelock, Nevada. Has anyone ever heard of Lovelock, Nevada?
Lovelock.
Yeah.
As like a town?
No, yeah, apparently.
No. Nice name, though.
Yeah, great name. Probably in Pahrump somewhere. I'm really Clappy said, is Michael Saylor the next FTX? I don't know. No one knows. And then Abel said, check SNDK. You want to check SNDK, their master of Zen, and NASDAQ getting a massive push up. What is going on?
Yeah, Bitcoin is moving as well.
All in. Double down on the 5 trades you're down on, Monk Man.
Calm down, Rob. Calm down.
I'm kidding. All right, I look at SanDisk.
Yeah, SNDK.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, this is fucking wild.
SNDK. Here we go. SanDisk Corporation. All right, daily time frame. How's it looking, man? Pretty clappy on the daily, right? Looks like a Christmas tree. Looks like a mountain. Looks like a bearish engulfing candle coming down. A red dot. You got the momentum sliding to the downside. It reminds me of the NASDAQ on the daily. In that forbidden land of the wicked, coming down. But how low? Do you feel the entire clap gap? Do you come down to 841? We'll see. Here's the 4-hour on SanDisk. Losing the 200 MA, that's pretty bearish unless you get wicks here. But that's pretty bearish. It is a support. It was support, at least, until you lost it. 30-minute time frame, bearish consolidation, trending down. And bearish consolidation, maybe trend down to break up. Bull div, a little bit of bull div on the move down there. Here's a 5-minute time frame, the 5 with bull div. You got bullish divergence. You got what could be inverse cat ears. Right, that is cat ears right there. We'll send price up. Meow, yeah. Put it upside down. You see the cat right there. There's the cat. There's the eyeballs and the nose. Looks like an owl. Looks crazy. Sorry. Whoa. I used to be good at this, man. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's the cat right there. Put that upside down, and that could send price up all the way back up to 1,443, believe it or not. Not from the measure move, but from the clap gap move. Go ahead and remove all the drawings. Yeah.
So that was inverted?
Yeah, that was inverted.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the inverse cat ear. So it could be bullish. Right now, bearish trend on the smaller time frames. Even the 4-hour, man, is extended and in a small downtrend. The larger trend is up, clearly, but extended to the downside. What I got to say is, man, I mean, this may be some good DCA opportunity for SanDisk because, I mean, this is the quality stuff. Let's keep it real, man. SanDisk, quality, right? NVIDIA, quality, right? You want to be buying, AI stuff, right? You want to buy chip makers, et cetera, but you don't want to be buying the top, right? So this thing is in retracement mode, giving you opportunity. There's opportunity here. Is it going to come down more? Probably. But I would be willing, and I may just start DCAing into SanDisk because I like the idea of it. What could be some DCA levels? Right here is a level. POC is a level right there. I will buy now. I will buy it when it cuts in half to 600, if it ever goes that low. Buy it every month. Buy a little bit. DCA. I like the idea of starting to DCA here. All right, SanDisk. Bullish overall, but careful on those small time frames. All right, Bitcoin. What is it doing? Back above the 200 in May. Is it a double bottom? Call it a double bottom.
It looks like long territory, but I don't want to long because I already got burned.
Yeah, looking very clappy today. Huh.
What is going on with these platforms today, man? Like, what is this? This is on the DEX. What is this? It's like no price.
The DEX.
This is wild.
Yeah, what's going on with the? Is everybody trading, which is making it harder for the data today? What's going on?
I don't know. I was trying to look at the Venice position, but I saw no candles. Yeah, real far. That's why we have multiple different different accounts, right?
Multiple fives.
Yeah, multiple fives. All right. I got nothing else. You guys got anything else?
No.
Long on fart coin?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You got a fart though. Guys, thank you all very much for tuning in. We want to say thank you to all of you. You can catch JP live later today on the show, on the channel, I should say. And we'll be back here tomorrow morning. For those of you that are putting in requests, we'll just come back with those same requests tomorrow. And if you want to support the channel, there's some ref links in the description. Feel free to use any of them that you like. There's benefits to using all of them if you can. If not, pick whichever one you'd like and use them. Support the channel. Thank you very much. We will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, peace.